for those who don't know, you guys interviewed Brick from the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's pretty famous.
Yeah, you guys are.
He's, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
How did you
yeah.
guys get in contact with him?
He reached out to us.
Give me a
It's like,
shirt.
it was in the requested DM.
We didn't get back to him for months. No, me and Jake were watching The Middle one day because you were rewatching the series,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
You,
then-
all three of you kind of look like him. Like, to a degree.
Yeah? I'll take that. That's a compliment. And then
Oh, 100%.
we were watching it, and then we were just like, we were just watching it, and I was just like, oh, I wonder what these guys are doing now. Because, like, the show ended, 4 years ago now?
2018 it finished up.
And I haven't heard much about them since, and I just did a quick Instagram search, and I was like, oh, these guys, like, they're big, but they're not, like, that big that they won't see our message. So then I messaged him, and, like, instantly, he was just like, fuck yeah, let's do it. He was so
super
keen.
Yeah.
From the
Throughout
get-go.
the whole thing, yeah.
You guys want to do an intro? One of your...
Oh, we started? Oh, is this it?
This is a rolling start, I told you.
Oh,
Oh, this
shit.
is how.
Freaking hell.
Yeah.
The trestle table should leaked.
Yeah.
Delete that.
We could never do something like that. We could never just roll.
That was
into an
scary.
episode.
I did not know we started.
Because, like...
We get cancelled too quick.
The last time...
Yeah,
Just
We
roll
or
it in.
you?
A lot of questionable
Guys,
stuff is said.
Goodness, yeah.
You wouldn't think it, but we'll usually record for about 5 hours and then cut it down.
No. Do you know... I think I've got 4 live potties right now. The only one I ever edited, like, cut in between was the first one.
Oh, that makes me so
And
nervous.
that's because my
That
mate,
is-
like, name dropped another mate, and he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
right.
And that was so it's legit, just like,
5
like 4
seconds.
seconds, not even. And then the Nigerian King one, I will have to edit a little bit. Because, like, it was like 2 hours and 18 minutes. We just went off the rails talking random bullshit. But
Oh, yeah.
but apart
I'm
from
keen
that,
for that.
literally just...
Oh, that's
Just let
it.
it go.
No, we couldn't do that. Fuck.
Here you go.
No
Stress
way we
levels.
can do
Pressure's
that.
on, boys.
So today we're doing, like... it's a big word, but it's like a meta podcasting.
Here we go.
Because you guys are like the first podcast guests
Oh,
who,
right.
who run a podcast as well.
There we go.
So we're basically like...
Competitors.
You guys talk...
It's a podcast derby.
you guys talk about like real world events or like your lives and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just talk to people about their life and what they do.
Yeah.
So that's why I like how you guys release weekly, and it has to be like, oh, like you guys talking about Kyrgios and Wimbledon's on this week,
Yeah.
or something like that, right? I can talk about anything that happened,
Yeah.
and I can
Okay.
release it whenever. Like this one will probably only be released in like a month's time, just because I got so many to release before you guys.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like
Meta
a really
podcast.
cool thing, like when you listen to a podcast, is when they say like, "Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when this is going to come out."
Yeah.
Just makes it sound like, "Oh, damn, they're like,
They're
They're
flat
busy.
out,
they're
man.
serious, like they know what they're doing."
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, we're not like that. We know when ours is going to come
Yeah, in
out.
4 days.
yeah.
Legit.
We can forward plan as well, which helps. But
Yeah.
it does mean we're a lot more relevant, which can be a positive and
think
can
so.
be a negative.
I think
because
it's a massive positive that you guys are relevant.
it immediately puts like an expiry on something. Some
Yeah.
statements we'll make, and then by Friday, I'm like, fuck, that's not even close to being relevant.
Yeah, or even when like we were going like the COVID like lockdowns in Perth, and, like we talk about them,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then like even I like a few months ago I was like I'm just gonna listen back to like an app from a year ago.
Yeah.
I listened, we're talking about COVID, and I was like this is fucking boring
Yeah.
because it's like not relevant.
But
Yeah,
then
I
again,
think your viewers are like every week,
yeah,
and you have that kind of fan base that will always listen on time.
yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
It depends
that
on the
it's going
topics.
to
though.
become irrelevant.
Also, because it is about stuff that happened like in the week, sort of.
Yeah.
Then like listening at the time is more rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely rewards people who listen Friday probably through to Monday in
Yeah.
particular. And we have a few like ongoing things where a story will sort of start, or like even if we talk about something over the course of like a month or 2 months, at least
Yeah.
people can sort of follow the journey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
That's
makes
good.
things a little bit more rewarding for them because
Yeah, like stuff
they
like
feel like
that.
they're in on the joke.
and there's callbacks.
There's heaps.
Yeah,
100%.
So like if you listen to it in reverse, I don't think you get it anywhere near as much as those who have like listened to it throughout
yeah,
the way that we've done it.
What about in TikToks? In TikToks, you can't really get the gist of your potty. I don't think it's more just like the highlights.
yeah.
So it wouldn't
Yeah.
matter what or like which
Nah.
ones you listen to the TikToks in.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I mean, obviously with time, hopefully they get better.
Yeah.
I think they have, but like, you know, also with if you do it weekly as well, you can post stuff that is relevant to TikTok audiences as well, which perform better.
Yeah. If we post a Nick Kyrgios TikTok,
Today.
in like September. Yeah, today or
Even
in
if today,
September.
no
yeah.
one would really care
No one
too
really
much.
cares.
Yeah.
But like the videos
That
that we've
week.
done about that,
Yeah.
he was highly relevant. Like he was part of the
And
news.
that's why it does well. He was the For You page for that couple of
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it just happened to be that because probably the most rewarding thing is for us, or for me anyways. Like we obviously record usually on a Sunday or Monday night. By the time you get to Friday, you want to make sure that any of the relevant stuff we talk about is still relevant. Nick Kyrgios wasn't relevant. Like no one was really talking about him when I actually spoke about him on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
Then he won 3 more
Yeah.
finals. By the time it came out, he was playing in the proper final 2 days
that
later.
worked out well.
Perfection.
Yeah, but it could have backfired as well
Nah,
because
don't
if
worry.
it comes
He knew that. Don't worry, guys. He
if
knew
it comes
He
out
knew
on the
it.
Friday and he's just bummed out or he's like picked the ball with a ball girl and we're just like, man, I love Nick Kyrgios. I think he's good fun.
Yeah.
But he's like done something that's definitely not cool. It can backfire as well.
Yeah.
I'm
Nah, I
worried
feel
about this thing, and I'll tell you why, alright? So, you've told me
that. Here we go.
that you have you've had no problems, touch wood, with your potty recording, losing video, losing audio, nothing.
No, not yet.
Last potty, 2 hours and 12 minutes.
With whom?
The
Or is that a
Edmund
secret?
twins and
Yeah.
Tate,
Oh, yeah.
not Andrew Tate. Okay.
Not yet.
It cuts off at like 2 hours and 9 minutes. So the last 3 minutes of that potty, it'll be the camera audio.
Oh,
as in
okay,
my
right.
phone audio.
That sucks.
But I looked down and it was like SD card full, and I was like, shit. And I hadn't looked at it for like a good 40 minutes. And I was
Oh.
like, oh no.
You don't know where it cut off.
Please. I was like praying, hey. And the other time that's almost happened is had the phone on charge, but the actual plug point wasn't on. So like it was like the cord was in, but the plug point wasn't on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I would go look at it, and it's got like 20%, like a warning, and it's like at the end of like an hour 30 podcast with R2S Movement, who's the butterfly guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. And I thought because the notification that there was like a low phone battery had come on, that means the recording had stopped.
Mhm.
But luckily it didn't.
Oh, that's stressful.
And I was on 9%.
Yeah, that's not what you need.
We've had a few
I,
times.
I couldn't imagine thinking about like the intricacies of it all
Yeah.
while I'm doing it. That would just do my head in. Even to the point where our stuff are always on the side, so that we sort of don't focus on any
Yeah,
of
but you
it.
can still.
We can
check.
just chat, and then because
If
we have
something-
the segments,
Yeah.
if we know if it's like worked or not because we can actually see the timeline loading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
And
that
on the
sort of helps
camera,
us out a bit.
we have it so like we can see
There's like
the screen on the camera
Yep.
while it's shooting us. So if it like stops or whatever.
We've had a few
Yeah.
times where we've been editing the YouTube and like the software crashes and then you lose it.
Yeah.
But that's less annoying though because it's still all there.
It's still there.
It's just not
and you can always
compiled.
get it back.
Once
it
you
takes more time.
Once you've captured it,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. We've never really had an issue with.
We
the actual
almost
camera.
had
Oh, yeah,
that with
touch wood.
with Brick.
with Brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually did. Yeah, it was. We obviously were zooming him. It was the first time we'd ever done
With Atticus Schaefer.
Zoom.
Yeah, so we had the Zoom up on the laptop,
Yeah.
and then like what we record on was like on the other side, and then it started to like like on the like dock on the Mac, it started to like
The
pop up.
bounce, yeah.
And
And
we're
we
like,
come
"Oh,
with an error, and I've
like-
just sort of flagged. I think
oh,
I just nudged you, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here, and just nudged him. While we're trying to have a conversation with this dude who's living in, where was he, in like Dallas or
LA.
somewhere?
He's in California.
And
Yeah,
like he was just on a bit of a roll, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to stop him.
He could tell 'cause he
And
was like.
but our camera is like showing me just like what the fuck, and I've just tried to subtly slide across to GarageBand, and I'm like now looking at the error, and then I found out that it's actually stopped recording, and he was just like, I sense by the fact that like this
no
dude's-
one's looking at me anymore.
yeah, that there's an
Something's
issue
happening.
going on, and then
Yeah.
so he was happy enough to.
No, he was a
it
good
was he
sport.
only missed out on like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and he just ran it back.
So
But
that was like your one issue.
yeah, we missed 30
Basically.
seconds, and at least we could say, okay, go from here, and then
Yeah.
he just started again.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine if we'd organised that.
Done the whole thing.
Done an hour's worth of a chat with this dude who's in a completely different. He's doing yesterday's time zone.
And he's your most famous guest, probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
and we
yeah,
just shit
yeah.
the bed entirely. Like, oh,
He's
sorry,
like top of TV.
sorry, dude. We're gonna have to like redo it again. He just went,
Yeah.
nah.
Well, for those who don't know, you guys interviewed Brick from the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's pretty famous.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are.
He's,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
How did you
yeah.
guys get in contact with him?
He
Jack-
reached out to us.
Give me a
It's like,
shirt.
it was in the requested DM.
We didn't get back to him for months. Now, me and Jake were watching The Middle one day because you were rewatching the series,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
You
then-
all guys, all three of you kind of look like him. Like to a degree.
Yeah? I'll take that. It's a compliment. And then
Oh, 100%.
we were watching it, and then we were just like, we were just watching it, and I was just like, oh, I wonder what these guys are doing now. Because, like, the show ended what, 4 years ago now,
2018 it finished up.
and I haven't heard much about him since. And I just did a quick Instagram search, and I was like, oh, these guys like they're big, but they're not like that big that they won't see our message. So then I messaged him, and like instantly he was just like, fuck yeah, let's do it. He was so
super
keen.
Yeah,
From the
Throughout
get-go.
the whole thing, yeah.
And was it his first podcast as well?
No, he's done a few. Because I'd obviously had a little bit of a look after he said that he was keen to do ours.
Yeah.
And a few people have done some stuff with him. And a few people have done some stuff with him since.
Yeah, he's actually like,
He's just a very nice guy.
yeah, probably like one of the best
Yeah.
dudes I've met. Like, well, not in person, but like, just,
Even when we were
He's so
doing
yes
it almost felt like
oriented.
he was more enthusiastic to chat with us than we were with him.
Yeah,
I guess
he
we were
was
probably...
interviewing you guys.
But he was just like, so... I think he just holds himself in a very...
he's very humble.
Even like
Yeah,
at
way.
we got to the end of like the hour like that we had with him or whatever, and we were sort of like, oh, like that's good. Like we'll kind of wrap it up now because we want to like
Because we know you
let
have
him
to
go.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, oh, yeah, I sort of want to tell you about this thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
just kept going.
Yeah, he told an
Fair
extra
enough.
3 stories. We chatted for an extra like 10, 15 minutes.
Maybe
and
we
I
should
was
see
like,
this Australian effect.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
he-
That's what I was
wanted to
talking
talk
about.
He wanted to talk about
Australia.
people, other Australians or Aussies that he knew.
That's how he said Aussie.
Yeah.
So he just chatted
I
to
love
us for
that.
like an extra 10 minutes. But yeah, he's just a very nice guy.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Down to earth, good lad, great
And
lad.
That podcast did well on YouTube as well.
Yeah,
really
it's
well.
Probably our second highest viewed.
Yeah,
I
haven't.
think
I think
Luke,
Luke Jackson.
Luke
was
Jackson
the
part
highest, yeah.
part 1 is the highest. Obviously,
Yeah.
just because he's relevant in Perth as well,
Yeah.
and like big in Australia. And then, but yeah, I think Bricks is the second highest. Yeah,
And the TikToks did well as well.
yeah, they did.
TikToks did do well.
Yeah, you got our highest.
Because I think he
views.
has a lot of recognition worldwide.
And
Yeah.
facial recognition
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people
Yeah.
knew of him in
Yeah.
America.
Wouldn't have thought about him.
Yeah, a
for
lot of our
while.
videos kind of circulate in like mainly Australia, a little bit UK,
Yeah.
a little bit of Ireland, a little bit of
Because you're the TikTok guy, aren't you?
yeah, yeah.
And you're the creative director. And then it's like
It's
you're...
a very
I'm
loose.
also there. Yeah.
no, you do the editing.
Joey's-
the actual
Intern.
Yeah, I
podcast.
do. Yeah.
Joey's in charge of the money.
Yeah.
CFO.
Finance.
Yeah,
CFO.
the real stuff. Joey's in charge of our stocks.
There's some very loose terms to throw around.
But yeah,
Idiot 1, Idiot 2, and Idiot 3.
but yeah, with
probably
Brick, I
accurate.
think the TikToks reached the American audience, and that's why they
Yeah.
did a bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone, I think a lot of people either loved the show or didn't like the show. It was quite a
Yeah.
polarizing thing, especially because I don't know. A lot of people think it's similar to Malcolm in the Middle, and it's nothing like it, other than the word that the
Other than the
word
title,
middle
yeah.
is used in the title.
Hmm. Have you seen both?
I've seen the middle.
Yeah.
But like bits and pieces, not like
Yeah.
religiously
Yeah.
watching it.
It's pretty good.
But I don't think I've seen Malcolm in the Middle, but I know like the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, people just yeah, it was
I
funny.
love it.
Yeah, like a lot of times in the comments, if people are like mad, they'll just like comment a lot.
A lot of
Yeah,
Americans.
So you get a
as
got
well.
a lot of good like interaction.
Yeah, and then no one understands. We always talk about TikTok algorithm with TikTokers that I have on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about it with NK, R2S, and then the Tate twins. Oh, not Tate twins, Edmund twins and Tate. Basically, like a comment, good or bad, is gonna start giving you views.
Yeah.
Start giving you likes as well.
Yeah, and we
That's it.
usually like. There's been a few about you in particular, about how you look like Elon Musk.
Oh
And
yeah,
we-
yeah,
and
yeah.
we just start to incorporate that in.
Yeah, that's a running gag in the show now.
Yeah, because we've had like probably
We
that's been
legit did a
commented over the
segment about
case
it.
of like 6 months.
Yeah.
Where just random people who we never obviously met were just
Elon,
like, this
yeah.
guy looks like Elon Musk. Why is Elon Musk talking about petrol prices? Like all this sort of shit was just taking
How
place.
good are petrol prices now, though?
Well, they got
Back
down,
down.
eh?
$1.55.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah.
People don't
Stack
know as well. Where we live, we basically have like the cheapest petrol station in Perth.
The one
Oh,
on.
Vibe.
Vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
150.
Vibe
Do you
is
go
cheap.
to Vibe? I
I've never
don't
been
trust it.
I trust
Do you
it.
reckon they water it down?
Yeah,
I
reckon
reckon
they'll-
it- I reckon
yeah.
it's legit.
You know what though? I have a slight like
Here we go.
conspiracy here.
Oh, here we go.
It's just that Vibe is so cheap because I feel like I get less K's out of my car
Well,
from their petrol.
could be watered down.
Yeah.
Could be watered.
This
Or
could be a
they're-
thing. We could run a test. We should run a
We
test.
should run a test.
All fill up at Vibe, see how many kilometers we get
Yeah.
to the tank.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could easily do that. That would
Right
be
now.
Because also, like-
riveting viewing over
Yeah.
a week.
But stop the potty.
We're doing it now.
I've also never seen a Vibe store like anywhere else.
Elsewhere, they're up and coming. I'm pretty sure, like they're a new kind of brand, like in
Yeah.
the industry. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you go down the road, it's like 5 cents more expensive usually.
There
But-
you go.
It's gonna get you fat. It's gonna get you fat. You know.
There you
That's
go.
their slogan. Yeah.
Not watered down.
All right, I'll tell you what. Isn't watered down. These beers. are not
Yeah.
Watered down.
I'm keen.
Keen.
Yeah.
Let's
keen.
do it. What are we doing,
I
Milhan?
think we'll do one at a time. See which
One at a time.
Macpack brother can pour
Okay.
best.
Should we
Joe,
take
you
some-
have-
Yeah.
Joe, you rip in first.
Should we take
I
some
reckon.
bet? Wait, Milhan, take some bets. Who do you
Oh,
reckon?
okay.
Well, we've got the beer connoisseur in the middle, but I feel like
Thank you,
the
boy.
pressure's got to him a
Oh,
little bit.
I'm keen to see this glassware is
are they,
very
nice.
nice.
Extravagant.
Very
Is it
nice.
the Crown Lager?
It is the Crown Lager. Your
Are they
glasses,
500? So these cans are 500 mils.
It won't fit in the Crown thing. So
Okay, that's a good tip to know before I
Oh,
start pouring.
Yeah.
I'm,
How many
uh,
mils can we get in a glass? They're like
300 mils,
okay, Joe.
Alright.
So don't get too heavy-handed here.
I'm gonna slide the mic.
which is
down
weird
a
because
bit.
normally when you pour a beer, you can pour the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a
That's
little bit
where-
of beautiful head on top. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Like all things, head in life is very important. So let's have a look.
Alright,
Joe,
so
when was the last time you poured a beer?
when was the last time you drank
into a
beer?
glass.
Elon
Oh.
Musk pours a beer on.
I don't often pour or have beer.
When was the last time you had a
I
beer?
don't drink beer either. That
Do you know how
much.
to?
Yeah, you like hold it on an angle and you pour it down.
Well, no, you can't tell him how to do it. He just has to pour it.
I didn't see
you know?
Alright. Oh wait, can the camera?
Oh, it's a good
Yeah,
start.
the camera
How
can
many
see it.
attempts do you
100%.
get?
No, what attempt? You got one beer, mate.
What are we basing this off? Froth? That's too much froth.
Oh, it's getting big on him. It's getting big on him. Oh no, no.
Oh, you're pouring that straight down the sink if you receive that in the tab.
If I got a 50-50 beer like that, I'd be
Have you
asking,
seen those
I'd
guys
be
on
asking to
TikToks
speak to the
That
manager.
purposely pours shit beers.
It's like a cappuccino.
Yeah.
That's
They're
such
funny.
a...
Yeah.
It's like a
Cappuccino
He's
beer.
poured a cappuccino here.
I
I think you got to hold his mic while he pours his.
Take it, boy.
Yeah, you can commentate.
I'll hold it to your face.
Probably just turn it off if you want.
No.
Oh, you want to get the
Keep speaking.
sounds of the
mate.
game.
Here we go.
All right.
100%.
These are the Asahis as well. They're two standards. We're not fucking it.
Yeah,
Milhan
these
wants
are
us
the-
drunk.
Well, I was trying to stalk your
Here we go.
I was trying to
Oh,
stalk.
it's not a good start.
I was trying to stalk your YouTube to see
What drinks we have?
what drinks you guys like. You guys drink everything. That's good.
That's
That's very good.
Got a bit
That's-
nervous. Got a bit nervous late,
Nah, good. Good
but we'll
work.
take it with the majority of the still in the can.
I think you would take that any day of the week.
It's not bad.
Majority still in the can. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, which is
Here we go. I'm gonna take
a
that
bit
into
of a
my-
battle, but it's part of the science to this one, I reckon. Right?
Here we go. Yes, if you don't mind. Thank you, kind sir. Here we go. I'm not fucking around here. Oh,
He's gone in well hard. He's gone
Oh,
in incredibly hard. You've got to keep going.
This is what I call in
You've
the
hit the
game.
base of the glass like it was some sort of
One of my
dive attempt.
one of my mates works at Benny's Fremantle,
Whoa,
and this is what
that's-
he would call a shocker.
That was you've revived it. It was
Look,
looking bad. It
I'm-
was looking
But he
real
didn't
bad.
even go all the way to the.
Nah, you got.
I don't know
You,
if you could count that because like he stopped.
he did.
That's right. I'll prefer a DQ than a fucking shit pour.
He who has.
Look,
a
I'm more into drinking the beers than
Here we
pouring
go.
them. Mate.
This is the main event.
It's not the main event. Yours is the main event, I reckon.
No. I mean, you wouldn't bring this segment
It's a good
unless
start.
you were good.
Here we go.
Yeah,
He's been
he
practicing
knows
in.
what he's doing.
Here we go.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
not bad. It's not bad.
He caught up to me a bit.
There's a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit going on after. But I rate it.
so Jake was
Nice.
the best.
Well,
I think mine was
Can you pass us a coaster as well?
about the
please?
same.
Once you let
Jake,
it fun
thank you.
froth. Mine's pretty good. You see bubbles. I see bubbles.
no, I reckon I've taken the cake there.
They're very
I'll give it to you.
As you
skinny
should have,
glasses.
they
What
are.
you skinny? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're good.
No, they're
I
cool.
rate them.
It's a
Cheers,
good,
boys.
good beer. I've never had an Asahi.
Neither have I.
Here we go. Hope they're
No,
good.
I hardly ever drink beer, but you've got a beer connoisseur here.
Oh,
What's
they're
your
good.
go-to? What
I
do you
like
drink?
that.
Well,
Beer connoisseur is a good. I like that tag, by the way. That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your new Instagram bio?
It might have to be.
Shit me. Here we go. We're all good.
All good.
Yeah, we're good.
My
That's
go-to drink is at a club like rum and coke, vodka pineapple.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Vodka pineapple's good.
Vodka pineapple. Do they have them at Metros?
everywhere, bro.
Oh, that's like a sunshine juice.
Yeah,
pineapple juice sort of thing.
Yeah.
I might have to get that.
That's
Instead of
vibe.
vodka orange, which is like normal.
Yeah.
And then I just like it because like there's no fizz, and I hate fizz.
Mhm.
Like usually, like I don't like fizzy drinks that much. But what's good is 196s.
Yep.
The strong 0 ones, 9%.
Yep. Yeah,
You
they're
tried them
quality.
before?
I don't know.
How
Have
much
we
is
had
in
the?
them?
Well, is there an extra strong one, or there's the
Mhm.
normal?
Extra strong. Very
Which one have we
high.
had?
I think we just had the normal.
There's
How
another
How many
one.
standards are in the strong
So you
one?
can't buy these at Dan Murphy's.
Oh, okay.
They're 2.5 standards
Fuck.
in a 285ml can. So it wouldn't even fit inside that glass. It'd be like that.
It's like a shot.
And it'd be 2.5 standards.
That's disgusting.
And it tastes so good. Peach flavour. Amazing.
Peach
It's
flavour,
insane.
right.
You got peach, you got grape, you got nectarine.
Where do you get 'em
Where do you get 'em from? Yeah.
Black market.
No.
Here we go.
That's it.
That's off.
it.
Oh, really?
Time out.
MILHAN's got a
I can't tell
blacklisted
you where I get 'em from.
supplier.
They're so hard to find.
Yeah, I bet they are.
And they're expensive as well.
Import.
$10 a can.
$10
Wow.
a can.
If you think about it though, it's like $1. What is it? It's like $4 a standard,
Which is actually
which is
relative.
pretty good. And it
Yeah,
tastes
that's
good.
okay.
It's an easy drinking standard, I'm telling you right now.
I went to a club in Melbourne. We'll talk about Melbourne more
I don't
later.
reckon it would be very. It can't be that easy drinking if it's 9%.
Believe me, I should have bought some today.
That's
Trust
dangerous.
me.
We
it's
just go home. We
insane.
wobble home.
Yeah, but that's like those. Sometimes you get sours that are like super strong.
Yeah, true.
But they're so
a good
sweet,
point.
it just like counteracts it.
It's very sweet because it's like soju and vodka. It's just pure sugar. Yeah,
Nice.
but it's nice. It's Japanese. Suntory makes them. It's
Yeah,
just like the regular 196s,
Yeah.
but
Suntory's big thing isn't the thing on their label like that? It's only a couple calories in it as well.
yeah, very
Yeah, I
low
think so,
calories.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pure vodka.
just tastes good.
that's how the Russians like it.
Hell yeah.
How the Japanese Russians like it.
yeah.
There you go.
Not bad. You did well.
Yeah,
Yours was the best.
I'll probably has the most experience by quite a number.
Yeah.
Right, mind you, you're getting pretty
Are you catching up?
good on the beers lately.
Drinking them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. They're getting them. I'm growing a taste.
Takes a while to grow a taste for beer, I reckon.
Very long.
Yeah, I didn't
remember-
like beers too, so I used to drink all sorts of weird shit, like a lot of
Yeah.
Canadian Club and Dry and all that.
Canadian clubs like at Levers, that was my go-to.
Yeah, same here.
But at,
Yeah.
at Levers, we bought. Well, I didn't. I bought a case. I bought Canadian clubs. I didn't bring any beer to Levers, right? Because I don't drink beer.
Yep.
In my room was I think 5 of us. There was 4 cases of single fin
Yeah, right.
and like 2.5 returned. Because like,
You can't put them away as well.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Depends.
But we're not at that
Depends
age.
how long you're drinking.
I didn't start drinking beer until I was like 21, 20. You're probably 21. Like
Yeah.
drinking it
And
proper.
what did you used to drink a lot of Canadian Club?
It's so good.
Yeah,
though.
I went and bought. I've just bought like a carton of Corona, and I just because I didn't mind beer, but I could never really drink it proper. And I just went and bought a carton of Corona, and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking drink all of these, and drank them all. And then after then, I was like, yeah, sort of get over the bug because I did find it hard to get into beer, but now
Yeah.
I drink nothing else.
I feel like the more you drink, the more you like.
Yeah,
That's how I found it.
Have you tried the Canadian Club, the double?
no,
They're
no.
pretty good. They taste the same as a regular Canadian Club. Yeah.
Just
Are
get a
they in
massive
like the
bun.
back?
CC and
black
dry. Yeah, black
Club?
can.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
sick.
They're good.
But yeah, no, I only drink beer now. Even like we were out the other night, and everyone was
Not bad a beer, hey?
getting drinks. And
Mm.
it was just, oh, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And everyone's doing like the nice, fun club drinks, like basically everything
Yeah.
that you just listed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I'll just have like a pint if it's going.
Well, so you went clubbing and you ordered a beer.
Yeah, a
This
pint.
is at-
A pint. We went
At
to
Magnet
fucking
House.
Cardinal sin,
Matter.
bro.
We went to Matter at Magnet House
Yeah,
Friday
I've
night.
seen that.
And yeah, the dude was just like, oh, like what beers do you, or what drinks do you want? And I was like, man, I'll just grab like a pint of beer.
Did
and
he look at you like?
he
what
double
the
tacked. He's like, really? And I was like, yeah, man,
He's
just
like,
like
how drunk is this bloke?
just whatever's going. But I'd much prefer to hold like.
do they even like have it and stuff?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
They got,
that was my
um,
first question. But they gave me a full pint.
Coronas.
No, they gave me
but
a
it's not,
pint.
it's
they
not on
did.
tap. Surely it's not.
Yeah,
on tap.
it's on tap. Yeah, I had a cut
a
and
club.
dry on tap.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I had one out the back
Wow.
at
they're
Amplifier.
so good, man.
No, I think they poured it from a bottle into a glass.
I watched.
Oh,
the
it
pour-
was?
Is that of a pint?
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's fine. But yeah, that's the go-to.
Very interesting.
Yeah, beers are good. Beers get me going, and then I like once I get to the club, that's when I pop off like a vodka Red Bull.
So you like to
Tip
mix
you
it.
over, tip
That
you over the
sounds-
edge.
Yeah.
Get you a bit more party vibes. Because it's hard to like, I don't know, on the dance floor.
Drink a beer.
Yeah, I don't know, they're quite heavy, but like, you know, like the vodka Red Bull, it's refreshing as well as it's doing the
Yeah.
job. So it gets
That's
you going.
fair.
Plus, you're not gonna get any weird looks.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you must have
Well,
kind
And
of.
also,
like,
like-
I don't really care. To be
I've
honest,
had
just throwing around.
one pint on the dance floor before, and because they're so big, it is hard to hold and dance. But like a vodka Red Bull,
And it's gonna spill. It's
Yeah.
inevitably gonna spill.
a
You
vodka
gotta
Red
drink
Bull
it quicker.
a vodka Red Bull cup is like,
Yeah, and you just
can get it in your hand.
crush it when it's done.
that's it. And toss them around.
Yeah.
Toss them up in the air. You can't toss a pint glass up in the air.
You
get-
can. You
I
can.
mean, you might.
One good thing about drinking beer at a club is no one's gonna ask you for a sip. You know? No one's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you drinking? Oh, can I have some? Can I have some, please?"
Oh, is it hoppy?
Is
Oh,
it-
I have a taste.
Yeah, you're not getting
Yeah,
many
how's the hops?
connoisseurs.
Is that from Superbad? The hops? McLovin. Have you guys watched that movie?
Yeah.
I got the Superbad Funko thing, like the of Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
The
the
co-
pop
yeah.
vinyl.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
good.
Yeah, true.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, one of my all-time.
That and
faves.
Project X definitely up there.
I haven't seen Project X.
You haven't seen
And
Project
every
X.
person
I
who
would
brings up
say-
says you need to watch it.
Yeah, this project, in my opinion, is like fine. Superbad has a real good like
It's a bit of an
arc to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
100%.
Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, they like wrote it all throughout high school. They would like something funny would happen like at a party or whatever,
And
and they'd be like, oh, like, we can put that in the script.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So they like worked on it for like ages.
It's not too dissimilar to what we did. If we could make a movie out of the weird shit stories that we've shared over the last.
Fucking
My
hell.
life's a movie, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a movie. Nah, it is a really good movie, and they were talking about they don't want to do number 2 unless it's like very. I'm not sure what the word is, but like they want it to be like original.
I like the one hit wonder. Like you get it
The
out
one-
and you're like,
yeah.
bang, we don't need
Yeah.
a duplicate.
There was. Did you see Booksmart?
Yeah.
That's. Have you seen that?
No.
It's similar in like vibe. It's like end of high school. They go to like parties that night, but this story is like
Yeah.
the two girls who are like the valedictorian and like the second or whatever. So they're like, oh, like, we haven't like gone to parties at all throughout high school. So they like want to experience like all of high school in one night.
Oh wow.
It was good, and actually one of the main girls was Jonah Hill's sister. She was the actress in it, so
Yeah.
it's like kind of similar.
Very
Do you
similar,
watch
yeah.
a lot of movies?
Yeah.
I should hook you up with Dead Film Society. It's a poddy I did with, or actually technically they are podcasts. It's the second podcast I did, and they pretty much review movies in their podcast. They review TV shows.
Oh yeah.
They do like Strange Things, but yeah, they're up and coming. I think they've got about 30, 35 episodes ready
Yeah, sick.
weekly
That's not
as well.
that's not Ricky's thing.
No, that's Goonie Tunes.
Oh, okay.
But they do mainly cartoons, I think.
Oh, right.
But I think they did branch out to more.
I have
film.
actually heard of that.
Yeah, Dead Film Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met them at Levers, funnily enough. I
Oh.
was on the bus, and then it was like these blokes. I think they were like, not business cards. They were passing something around. It's like,
That's so
follow us on Instagram, Dead Film Society, and like no one was getting the joke. That's like a film called Dead Poet Society.
Yeah.
And then I got it, and I was talking to them. It was like, turns out they want to come on my potty because I was like, oh, I'm starting a potty after Levers,
nice.
and then they were like, oh yeah, we're starting one as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it just worked out well. I've got the posters over there. If you can probably see it. It's fallen down though.
The Rowan Williams thing.
Yeah. But it's fallen down. I need to put it up. I need to get some frames up here, like how you guys have in your studio.
Hell yeah. We'll get the mug up there. The Macpack mug's going
Yeah.
on that wall
Yeah,
as well.
100%.
Don't you worry.
Next up to the Furphy mug.
Yeah, good call. Furphy's good.
Got a few mugs up here, and this thing as well. The Mac is swivel cup. You seen that?
I haven't.
Impossible to drop.
Is it?
Yeah.
We need a few of
Just like
them.
that.
We need to invest in a few of those for the podcast. We were saying before.
Impossible?
As in, like, it's just like
Like
if,
you
you,
can't
punch
tip.
it?
if you pour into there,
It's
and
weighted.
you can turn it around, so it'll like
Oh.
Yeah, that's sick.
Who wrote on the bat as well?
Justin Langer
Saints.
cool.
and Kane Williamson. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
When
I
was
I like
that?
what it says.
Yeah, it's good. For my 16th. It's a good addition to the
It
to the
says,
wall though.
it says, as always, follow your dreams.
Oh, that's nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
As always.
You a bit of a cricketer
Yeah.
currently, or
I was. I played a lot of cricket. My dad even coached our team for like 7 years, and then just like year 12 couldn't
Yep.
play.
As
And
is
in
the way.
uni now, it's like it's hard to play as well with
Mm.
time. Saturday mornings are like hard to give up, I suppose.
yeah?
And even Sunday mornings are even
Oh,
worse.
worse.
So,
Facts.
it's hard. But I play golf mostly now.
Nice.
I know you guys play a lot of
yeah,
golf.
I play a lot of golf.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
dabble.
Where do you guys play?
Well back.
Well, back through the closest
The
and
home
easiest
ground.
one. I play a lot
Home
of
ground.
Armadale because it's very quiet
Hey,
there.
that's a pretty good course, Armadale.
I like Armadale.
Yeah.
Secret Harbour's probably my favourite place to be at.
Okay, yeah, links course.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
play at Gosnells usually.
Yeah, right. You got a membership.
Yeah, well, my younger brother's a member now. I just gave up my membership because it went up like tenfold once you turn 18.
Oh, right.
So it was like I'm not going to play 80 rounds in 52 weeks.
Yeah.
How much were you paying?
I was paying like 350, 400
For a year.
for a year, which
That's
is
not too
good
bad.
value. If
Yeah,
you play
that's
8
great.
times, you make your money back.
Yeah.
And you get like, obviously like all like the change rooms.
Mm.
And it's just nice
And
to
you
be
can
part
go
it's,
there.
it's a really good golf club. You can
Yeah,
actually go
yeah.
there and you can invite friends there.
Yeah.
and then it's gone to like 1.6,
Wow.
which is a shit ton.
Just because you're 18, or
Just because I'm 18.
Because I've looked into doing it, but obviously I've only ever looked like within the last couple of years, and it was
Yeah.
always
And there'll be a joining fee maybe as well for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
fuck that.
But my younger brother pays nothing. Hey, it's like $100.
So you can go with him as a guest.
Yeah.
How many
Well,
times?
Well, as many times as I want, but I just have to pay.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good mates with like some of the people there, so I reckon we'll get a round in. Do you play?
You
try.
have played.
I've got a killer drive on
But
me.
you do play, yeah?
You never.
Not
you,
really.
You
no.
haven't played in
I've
a long
been,
time.
but
Not
yeah.
really.
I play. I
If you
try
go
and play
on
as
the
much as I
Macpack
can.
website, there's like a photo of you playing golf.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that my phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them,
Yeah.
what, 4 times.
That was just for the shoot.
Okay.
We'll have to
It's
talk
all
to our
coming
web
out now.
designer.
It's all coming out.
I love that people must think. Yeah, anyone that goes on there must think you're like.
Yeah,
an
I thought you
elite
were the
athlete.
golfer. Like
That's
No,
so
yeah.
funny. That is
And he's
so
wearing the
good.
fucking Street X
The
golf
Street X
kit as well,
golf
so
shirt,
it
yeah.
looks like a full
Yeah.
tiger.
That's so good.
Yes.
Don't see. Don't believe what you see, kids.
No, it's good
Yeah.
fun. It's a bit of a fucking mind game.
It's a bit long.
It's a
Yeah.
mind game. No, if you play, I like to play 9 holes. I hardly ever
Yeah.
play 18.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I
same.
love it.
Nine's too
And-
fucking long for me. I'll play 3 and I'll call it.
But
there.
you're basically a married man, so you're trying to get away for 18 holes. That's why golf was invented,
to duck out.
to duck out the house.
Nah, I've got a game. I've actually got a game scheduled in for I think Sunday this week. So hopefully, the toughest thing for mine is for getting like people
Keen.
keen. Yeah.
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 That's the biggest obstacle.
So a lot of my mates like work away a lot of the time.
Okay.
So
So for me, like,
but when we all come back, it's a big thing.
yeah, I
We've had
hardly ever have time. But I think this semester for uni, I've taken like Mondays off. So Monday will
Smart.
be like golf every Monday.
yeah, if I could redo uni, I'd do it exactly like
Yeah.
What are you shooting on a 9 hole?
that. On a 9
Best
hole.
ever on a 9 hole is, I'm pretty sure, like 44.
Yeah, that's decent.
But like usually like 46, 47.
Yeah,
Shit days like 50.
that's all right.
I played in Melbourne. I probably shot my best round ever in Melbourne. I was there like probably just like 2 months ago.
Oh yeah.
You were there
Where'd you-
last week.
Where'd you play?
It was
He played. He went over and he played a game.
Where did I
We
even
got
go?
through 6 hours and we called it a game.
It was more like a rural. No, like it was like in the country. Like we had to
Oh,
drive out for a bit.
Oh yeah.
But we played at a few courses there because my cousin there, who's my age or in between me and my brother's age, he plays a lot. So like he's a member there as well. So we were just playing every day. Like it was just a golfing trip basically.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff of dreams.
That's cool.
But yeah, Mondays I reckon. Every Monday golf
That's a good shout.
this semester.
Armadale
have
do
to do
so cheap, like midweeks.
That's what I've heard.
so cheap. It's like
I reckon.
$9 to play a game of golf.
So that's nothing. That's like what, you're paying $1 per hole.
Yeah, unreal.
Why not?
That's
Pay
what
more
should
in
be
balls
worth, I
lost.
think.
Yeah.
Especially
Oh,
I
for
reckon
you
you should be getting
literally-
paid to play fucking golf.
This guy.
Uh,
Celebrity appearance. How did the Magnet House residents like your appearance at Magnet?
I think they would have liked it more if Riley was there.
Yeah.
He's a bit more like he's like
the
the
poster
club.
boy.
Do you get noticed a lot when you go clubbing?
Yeah, often.
yeah, quite frequently, especially at Magnet or like a place, a place like that I've posted a video about tends to be more
Okay.
like if you go on the TikTok,
Like butterfly?
yeah, if you go on the TikTok hashtag at Magnet, like
Here we go.
our videos are like quite high. So I think that's
Right.
how they actually contacted
Yeah,
us.
that's how they found.
They would have gone on because
Okay.
I think they were trying to make more content
Make
for
more
TikTok.
content. Well, because it works. Because you know Nigerian King, who I had on
Yeah, yeah.
3 weeks ago, he frequents Butterfly, so he's always doing interviews at Butterfly. His videos do well.
Yes.
You know, he went from 66,000 TikTok followers when he jumped on my potty
Yeah.
to today being at 110.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
And that was literally
You've blown
this
him
month.
up.
Yeah, it was all me. haven't even posted the
Episode
potty
hasn't
yet.
come out yet.
But when it does come out this week,
Wait till hold on to it till he's at a mil.
and then
drop the
claim
shit,
it.
Yeah, I had this guy on,
I reckon.
this old guy.
Is there a reason for that?
I think he had a really good. I wouldn't say really good. He had a video on abortion.
Right.
And he had 2 girls
Oh,
who were best
I
friends.
did see this.
And they were fighting on whether pro-choice, pro-life.
Yeah.
Pro-choice lady was very strong on her views.
Yeah.
Blew her friend out the water, basically. I think like 3.6 million views.
Yeah, no, I did see that. That went off. We probably. It's interesting to think about, like even the stuff that we did on Friday. The people who we spoke to. I wonder if they're in sober thought come Monday or Tuesday. If they see that, they're like, "Wow, I wish I didn't say that. I wish I didn't do that."
His policies, I will not delete anything. Hey.
Yeah.
He has a strict policy. He said, "You said it to me. I asked you, can I film you?"
And you said yes.
You said yes.
The video got
And
10 million.
If you are
10 mil.
Yeah,
10
and,
mil.
and the one before it got 5,
Jesus, all right.
and then
so it
2
wasn't
after that,
3.6.
another one. Yeah,
So he's cooking with
He's
gas
killing it.
now, man.
good on him.
That's sick.
Oh, 100% good on him. He's a hustler for sure. And so is his videographer, mate Danny.
Yeah, right.
I've seen Danny. I've seen them both out. That's how I first saw them.
Okay.
I saw him doing a video. I was
And
like,
You
they
were
were
in one.
They were at J1.
My mate was in
yeah,
one,
you
yeah.
are in one.
oh yeah, I actually am.
You
Yeah,
go
no.
on YouTube.
I'm in the back of
You're
one.
in the
yeah.
background of
I'm
one.
dancing in one of them.
Because when I was stalking NK to do the potty,
yeah,
I saw you in the back.
yeah, because he was talking to
'Cause
these like
I have to like research people, but it's basically stalking.
yeah.
I got to go on all your Instagrams, see what's up.
We saw him talking to this group of girls, and all my mates was like, I mean, he's got a camera and a light, so that's definitely going somewhere. And then we heard him saying like, oh, do you guys rap? And obviously, the chicks were like,
And
nah,
your
not
mate
really.
rapped.
And my mate raps, and I was like, bro, my mate raps. Like, this is
Yeah.
perfect for you. So then we all just got in the back of it and fucked around.
That video did well as well.
Same again.
Did it?
You just
Pretty
gone the
Oh.
same again.
Yeah. Which one?
It's not bad.
How
not a great pull.
Fit inside there. Very decent.
It's mostly foam. So,
It's a bit.
Another cappuccino.
so that's that's what we noticed. Anyway, there was a lot of honest lasses who really just fleshed out there.
Yeah, I want to hear about this French guy.
Oh, the French dude is wild.
Yeah, it's hard to really explain what he was like.
He came over. So Joe's obviously filming with another group of people. He came over and I've sort of just grabbed. He was leaning up against the light post, and I was like, "Well, if you're doing that, and it's only like 10:30,
You're
Oh,
fucked.
your night's
You've had a
pretty
good
close.
night,
You're
yeah.
peaking at this point.
Yeah.
Right? You're on the
He's
downslide.
going to be home by 12.
Yeah, so we're gonna get this guy quick before he
Cinderella.
passes out. And I've just grabbed him and gone, mate, I reckon you want to be a part of this. And he was just like, he was hell bung-eyed. He was just like looking at me like a bit weird. and like rocking back. You know when you start to rock and you're not
Yeah.
moving anywhere? You know that they're,
Yeah, that's
they're
it.
teetering.
It's because like the world is spinning, so you need to add a bit of your
Yeah,
own movement
exactly.
to it.
He's still, everyone else is moving.
It's like
He's
that
the
moment
thing
when
being
the
moved.
first time you go to a bathroom at a house party. And
Oh,
Yeah,
the
What
best
the fuck is
feeling.
that?
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Where actually am I?
I got one of those
How am I
weird
getting
mirrors. And then I've grabbed him and gone, man, you definitely want to be a part of this. And he's just like, oh, what's it for? And then I was like, oh, we're just filming some stuff for Matter. So, yeah, jump in, have a chat to Joey and see how it goes. And so he was like straight in. I don't know what happened with the timing, but the girl seemed to disappear. He slipped in and he presented us with like probably 5 minutes of the funniest stuff that I've ever been witness to.
And is it on TikTok yet or not yet?
Not at
Not
the
yet.
moment. Hopefully by the time this comes out, it's well and truly
Okay.
out in the
Oh, yeah,
universe.
a month's time.
Yeah. And this guy is absolutely, he was very entertaining. I think
Yeah.
he went along with it, built up his own story that wasn't necessarily accurate.
because he had just come from a like a pub crawl.
Fuck yeah.
So he was
Pretty
minted.
big day for him, I think.
And
Oh, those, yeah.
I remember looking down because it's all taking place. I've looked down at my phone because I was going to start filming him. And then by the time I've looked up, he's on his knees on the floor, like gyrating, giving
Yeah,
it all
he was
sorts of
dancing.
dance moves.
Yeah.
Unprovoked. Like, Joe, I don't think you even asked him, like, what dance moves he got. He just sort of started doing them.
Yeah.
The chat ended up, like, just dissolving, and we sort of moved him on because he'd still
So
be
for
standing
half an
there
hour.
chatting, if we
Yeah.
were still there. And he left, and about a couple minutes later, him and his mates stroll back in. And he comes over to me again, sort of leaning up against this light post, and he just looks at me and he goes, "So where's that gonna go?" And I was like, "Oh, it'll get chucked up on TikTok."
And he's scared. No, he's not going to make the cut.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Do you reckon that'll make the cut?" And he's just like, "Man, you've just provided us the
Fuck
funniest
yes.
video of all
And you're
time."
getting 1 million views.
Yeah, you'll be on there, man. How will I see it?
You'll see it. Someone will send it to
It'll
you.
find its way to you.
It will.
Don't you worry. But yeah, we had a lot of people that were
Fucked.
just absolutely bung-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
Very
If
early to
you're
be
at
picked
Yeah.
as
Macpack on
well.
a Friday, you're going to be drunk.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Hopefully we plan to do some more of that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. 'cause,
Yeah, street interviews.
Yeah, it's good.
They do
Everyone was
well.
asking about Young Man as well.
Yeah, because I was in Melbourne. Wasn't there. Shocker. When you guys told me about it, I was like, fuck. Like,
He was at,
that'd be so cool.
he was at what?
Yeah,
Mango Friday? Where'd you
Lucky
end up
Thur-
going?
Lucky
Lucky
Thursday.
Thursday.
No, it was Mango Friday.
Oh, that's an actual place.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I went to Melbourne as well.
Did you go out?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I went to P1 Saturdays, which is insane. So good.
There's so many clubs.
Best
we only
club
went
I've ever
to
been to.
3, and we didn't even go on what's it called, like Edward Street, King Edward Street. I don't know. There's like a main strip.
The main street is starts with a C.
this is fun.
Chapels.
Yeah,
Chapel
that's it.
Street, yeah.
And every time we'd get in the car, all the Ubers were like, Chapel Street? And we're like, nah, like, what's that? And we were going to this
Yeah,
other
guys,
club
like
on
South
the
Bank.
outskirts. We were kind of like staying near Crown.
Okay,
which is,
well, P1 is where Flinders Station is. So that's why it's called P1, like Platform 1.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically like, it was only like a new club. Like when I got there, it was 4 weeks old.
When did you go?
Brand new club. And we got there at like 12 o'clock. Or no, we got there at like
When was this?
10:30. This is like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we get there at like 10 o'clock, me and my cousin. And we wait in line for an hour and a half.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was
An
similar
hour and a
to
half.
Mango on Friday.
And then we end up getting in. We end up only leaving at like 4:30. And they just don't close the clubs in Melbourne.
Yeah,
They just,
right.
It's like they're all 5 o'clock.
yeah.
They all have that allowance.
That's sick.
Insane.
Yeah.
You'd see some beings at 5
Have you ever
a.m.
stayed out that late? That
In-
late though?
in
Because like,
Perth?
yeah, because 4:30 Melbourne is only 2:30 here. Like that's
That's
a reasonable.
right.
place.
Yeah. No, but if you're there for
No, but like
You
you're
live
there for
there.
like a weekend.
Yeah, like
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
feel like
Oh,
you're not
true.
going
Yeah,
home
yeah,
and being
you
like,
can kick
"Fuck,
on.
I'm tired."
You can
Okay.
exploit the
This
time.
is
zone.
Mother's Day
Exactly.
weekend. So
Oh.
I rock up to Mother's Day brunch at 11 o'clock
Classic.
after sleeping at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's rough.
But here in Perth, the only place that would be open is, I know Metro's open till 5.
hmm
Magnet House open to 5. But I think Geisha Bar is open late as well.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm pretty sure my 18th I stayed out till like about 4.
What could be good? I
4:30.
think this would be the best thing is if
Yeah.
we all went to sleep and woke up early, wake up at like 4 o'clock, and then hit metros and just get these beings come flying out
That
of
would
us.
be fucking
At
You
fun.
would
5
be
o'clock.
like, what is
Because
happening?
there's fried,
Yeah.
and then there's 5 a.m. fried.
That's what you call Stranger Things, bro.
Yeah.
If you do it
Yeah.
in summer when the sun's sort of coming up as well.
Well, in Miami, they have a club that opens at 7 a.m. Like it's a morning club for the people that are still.
Wow.
But
Oh.
that's how it is. That's like the whole culture there.
Yeah.
It's just a party.
Gotta go
Just
to
roll
Miami.
into the next.
That'll be dope. That'd actually be sick.
Could be
Yeah,
on.
because in like Germany and stuff, they have places that
Yeah,
they're
have
just open
raves.
24/7.
Yeah, well, that's illegal in Australia because apparently, this is what I'm told.
We drink too
Oh no,
much.
I've heard about this.
Someone died
Oh.
in a
Oh.
nightclub because.
I've not
So
heard
you know
about
how
this.
you see someone passed out in a nightclub on a chair or something, or like on a couch,
Yeah.
You
and you
can't.
look at them as like, all right, whatever, they'll be fine in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But now, obviously, this happened in a 24-hour club where the
Oh,
lights never
no.
turn on, the seckies never check around, and like no one's like cleaning up.
Yeah.
And the person was passed out.
For a week.
Yeah, for like probably a
Fuck.
couple of days, and then people found him and it was like,
Starting to
someone's died.
smell.
This guy's fucked.
It smells down the back.
Supposedly, that's when the law came in where people have to
Oh.
like close clubs
Was
at
that-
2, close at 5,
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
Oh, fair enough. They definitely need to close just for the safety of.
But there's no point having it open on like a Wednesday morning.
Yeah, like, what are they playing?
Yeah,
on,
especially
like,
here
Wednesday
when,
at
like,
7 a.m.
The population isn't really like
Yeah,
big
it's not like
enough.
Yeah, it's not dense
Yeah,
enough.
you get a few down, but not that many.
that. Oh,
I'd
there'll,
be
there'll
down.
always be people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be the same handful of units who have nothing
Yeah.
to do.
Would be funny to like
Oh,
you're
it'd
like
be fun
working.
to spend 7 days at a club there doing the fucking challenge, like a week
Yeah,
at a club.
like a what's it called? What's his name? Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Who stay in the club for like 7 days.
Yeah,
Yeah, $1
that'd be
million.
cool.
Is that a thing?
That's all. That's legit all he does. Do
Yeah,
this
I've
for
never
this
heard of
long,
that.
Do
and
this
just
for this
win.
long and you win this much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his videos.
That's sick. What do you eat? Do you just go get Uber Eats delivered to you in the club
I don't know.
so you
I
can
don't
get
know,
by the
just
whole
eat
week?
limes, limes and salt and beer.
Beer nuts.
Yeah, that's all you could get.
You
I
wouldn't
could
even
do
be
it.
drinking. You just start drinking like all the juice. You'd be like, give me the water, free water.
Yeah,
free,
yeah,
more free
true.
water.
Espresso
please.
martini, hold the
Yeah.
martini.
That's mad.
What a life.
But yeah, Melbourne overall, good, bad.
Oh, no, fuck, solid. Definitely good party vibes.
Yeah.
Like, definitely, it's similar to Perth and like the club. I mean, I reckon if you go anywhere in the world, it'll be similar. The only thing that would be different is like the kind of music being played. But like the club vibes are very similar to Perth. I brought my camera along, and I filmed like. I just tried to bring it out for everything because I'm studying film.
Yeah.
So I like just was filming everything. I'm gonna make a documentary about the
Alright.
lads' trip to Melbourne
And you
because there was
post on the Macpack.
yeah, there was 13 of us there. So I hope it might be out by the time this is out. I don't know. It'll take me a while to edit because I've got like 26 hours of footage
Oh,
so
wow.
far,
That's a lot, man.
and I need to do
That's a shit
interviews
ton.
as well. Yeah,
That's huge.
Not fucking around. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing interviews with the boys that you were on the trip with. You.
Yeah, like to add a bit of like a story, like
After the
like a
fact.
documentary.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
yeah. So it's gonna be like The Last Dance.
Basically,
Yeah.
the last dances.
What is happening?
Like, it works itself out. It froths out.
Fucking exhaust. What the hell?
Yeah,
You
the-
just slammed it in there, man. Did you see that? It made
Yeah,
a
I saw it,
noise.
yeah, you
It
just-
wasn't a pour. It was just like, oh, mate.
I mean, it tastes the same to me.
Yeah, no, the video is good. I'm keen for the video.
Game of the video. Oh, there are some fucking funny things in there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, like crying funny.
And what about you? Did you take much footage in India or not really?
Yeah, we did at the events and stuff. But like, yeah, it was pretty full on. Like nothing like
Yeah.
what he's
Did
done
you go
here.
clubbing there as well?
No, we didn't go clubbing. We like literally just went to the wedding events. So there was 4.
Yeah.
We were there for a week, and there were 4 events,
That's usually how it goes.
and they all went till like
Well, like,
3 a.m.,
Yeah.
4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But like they weren't
Jeez.
clubs. It was more like going to like a ball or something
Yeah.
at like Crown or something, but like way nicer, like super extravagant. Like they got like
And it's all
chandeliers
free,
and
free
shit.
drinks.
Oh, yeah,
You don't pay for
yeah.
anything, bro.
We basically didn't pay for anything the whole time we were there because like the family was looking after
Yeah.
us, so they would like cook for us and stuff during the day and everything. They had a driver who like took care of us basically.
it's just like you're at home, wasn't it? Do you?
Yeah, it was so good. It was like
Yeah.
pretty mental though. Like
What-
they all their family and stuff was like they all like took the week off,
Yeah, for the
like
wedding.
leave and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's a huge thing. Like over here, I don't know if I seem to think that I've been to maybe one proper wedding,
Yeah.
and it was just like a big Saturday, and everyone was like stoked
It's
on that.
just like a different culture,
It's-
I suppose.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, it's also like very like family based.
Maybe
in,
that's why
like-
brown people don't get divorced because the wedding's just too long.
Yeah.
It's like-
Too expensive.
Too
There's
much
too
of an
much high
investment,
involvement. Yeah. It's a great thought. See, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but it is like
Are you still dying?
Does it ever get too much?
oh yeah, like the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like-
Like you've on a night out, like you like I guess like 2, 3 a.m. and you're like, I'm ready to go home. You know, I'm done.
Yeah.
But like something like that, it's like I'm ready to go home. But then in another 15 hours, I'm back.
Yeah,
here.
and like obviously they're like super hospitable, but almost like
Too much.
to the point where it's like too much. Where it's like,
Yeah.
it's like you know, like oh, have you guys eaten here? Eat this,
Yeah.
have this, have a drink, have this. It's just like
Yeah.
oh, like today, like I get that you're being nice, but also like
Chill out.
I can only eat so much.
Yeah.
That's very true.
But yeah, it was good though. Yeah.
So when did the Macpack boys go on tour? When we're getting a
Grand final weekend.
holiday
Yeah.
together?
Come Melbourne.
Yeah,
If
Jake.
the Pies, I'm a huge Pies man. Pies have just had the biggest win. Like,
Yeah.
did you watch the game?
No, I didn't watch it.
Fuck me dead, man. Unreal scenes.
Watch the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
You can watch the last 90 seconds.
Oh yeah, and you'll be
And
entertained.
that's enough. Yeah, you'll just go, wow, unreal.
Against Essendon.
Better than the last 90 seconds of the Dockers game this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
That
closure.
was crazy though. Yeah, disclosure.
Yeah.
Disclosure. Yeah, but I've already got tickets to go to the grand final.
You got grand final tickets.
Yeah, well, I've got flights and accommodation. I don't actually have tickets to the game yet.
Okay.
That's the last resort. But
So you'll be there anyway.
yeah, I'm going there. So now it's just
You
a
gonna
matter
go?
of
No, it's him and Mum.
yeah, me and Mum are
Yeah, they're
going.
locked.
Because Mum's
yeah.
a big Dockers fan, and she
Okay.
always has been. So
And we
it's
bought
like,
tickets when Dockers were like first on the ladder, and now they're starting to
They're 5th now.
fret a bit. But Pies,
Just a little bit.
Pies are flying. If the Pies get in, you just come.
Yeah.
Possibly.
why not?
Yeah. Oh, possibly. I'll check my schedule.
I think there's
See,
yeah,
Nothing better
that
than
week.
that. Yeah.
yeah, money's nothing when it gets to that. Like
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. All right, must be
yeah,
nice.
100%.
Must be very nice, Jakey boy.
But like it'll only ever happen a handful of times in
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
lifetime.
you
if
can't
you're,
buy
if
that.
you're lucky.
Who's the one that you guys always talk about how rich he is?
That's Joey.
You-
Yeah, yeah.
Joe.
Oh, Jack.
Joey's,
Joe.
Joe,
Joe, yeah.
Joey's
Yeah.
the-
Jackie!
No, that's just the name of my taxes. Yeah.
That's why he's so rich.
yeah, Joey's on the big figures.
And why are
Yeah.
you so rich?
Just doing all right financially.
Okay.
He's a
Joey's the smartest of the bunch by a country mile, I would
Yeah,
say.
he's
Yeah.
Is that fair
studied,
enough? I've just
Joe just said, yeah.
Well, it's true.
You
Yeah.
guys claim not to talk about like what he studied that much, but like you're an actuary, right?
Yeah, actuarial science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that?
What the fuck's actuarial science?
It's like a
Stats, yeah.
statistician.
So it's stats.
To
Also,
like a new level.
Yeah.
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 It's like more than disposals and goals and stuff, which is
Yeah.
basically what
Just
I.
counting.
Yeah.
It's more than 1 to 30.
Yeah. So most math courses will stop at around the 30, 40 mark. We go up to 80.
Right.
But yeah, it's like stats mainly around insurance and superannuation. So they this is super riveting for
Fuck,
the
it's
listener.
dry.
Let's go.
But they
People
work
wanna know,
out
People want to know.
they work out how much like you need to pay your like life insurance premium based on like what how
Like
you're going to
annuities and
die and
stuff
stuff.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it gets you the big bucks. You
Yeah,
know?
that's it.
So,
though.
do you work in that field right now?
I do like data analytics
Okay.
now.
And
Because
they're just mainly drug trafficking. When you
yeah,
go-
also a lot of side
Cocaine.
hustles
Human
which are
trafficking.
not legal. Yeah, human. I'll traffic anything.
Vapes.
yeah, a lot of vapes. Yeah.
Who's the one that works at PwC or did?
So I used to work there. Yeah.
'Cause
We can say that now, can we?
Joe?
Yeah, this is on a not. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah.
Because like, where's the other place?
But
where
how'd you know
at
you
that
worked
guys- No, I got a question on Instagram.
Oh,
from the
from
CEO.
Ask Joey about PwC gossip.
Who asked this?
Uh,
Yeah, we're
no,
dropping names.
I'll stitch him up. His name is Krish.
Do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I do know.
He
him.
works in audit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's like just started recently.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
plays soccer.
Plays cricket.
Yeah, one of them.
Same thing.
Joe, sport.
One of
This
those
goes in
sporty-
one category.
Yeah, the biggest sport in the world. Soccer. Put your money on that.
Yeah,
Statistically, that was
gossip.
good.
I don't have too much to say on the whole gossip stuff because I don't work there anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly why you can say it. You know.
Oh, but that's the thing. I'm a bit out of the loop now with the
Yeah.
whole gossip. But yeah, it's a good place to work. Yeah, if you're doing accounting and stuff like that, you know.
It's cool. It's a big
You
building in the
enjoyed your
city.
time. You were there for quite a while.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
Put your training wheels on. You went there and did well.
yeah.
They didn't want you to leave either.
No, they didn't. Yeah, but I did. Fuck 'em.
Must be very nice.
And where do you work now?
He took the bigger check, didn't he?
I'm gonna say I won't talk about the current job. It's government based.
Okay.
Yeah, can't
Yeah.
disclose.
And who works at like this like elderly nightclub or something like that you guys were talking about last party?
It's not an elderly no.
Oh, yeah.
It's a club of sorts. It's a bit like a golf club, but it's not necessarily a golf club.
Okay.
Where old people corrugate.
Yeah, a lot of
Level,
them are-
not like old.
A lot of them get on
Almost
boats.
like
It's not an
yeah,
old person's home.
Okay, it's a yacht club.
Yeah. Of sorts.
Of sorts.
Yeah.
Sort.
We don't really
Yeah.
disclose where we work.
We don't usually talk about where we work.
Because
But everyone knows where you work, yeah?
No, don't say that.
Don't,
because
Even though
we
mine-
tell so many stories from the place, we don't want to like.
and a lot of
Bad
places
mouth
do
them and
have
then move.
the like social media policy. You're not
Yeah.
technically allowed to talk about stuff about work in a lot of ways.
Because we all worked for the same cinema complex, just at different, or two of us.
Okay,
one of us at a
I
different
couldn't even
venue.
name a second cinema complex other than Hoyt's. Like,
There's actually
We
heaps.
can't-
There's lots,
we
there's
can't
lots.
confirm
There's
tonight.
Reading,
There's
Event,
Where's
Reading,
the one we're
Luna,
at?
Event.
Luna Palace is in the
basically,
city.
you guys all
and
work
that's
the
near-
Hoyts.
No, there's
Well,
heaps.
Or we
man.
could have worked at Luna or Event or
Palace
Reading.
or any of them. But there's
actually
only
all
one
of
at Borrugona. I forget what the name is.
Yeah, I
but
don't
we
recall
worked
that
there
one.
for- We were there for fucking years.
Yeah. So Jay worked there for
9.
9 years. I worked there for 4.
9 years.
And Riley worked at a different
That's
one.
almost as long as you've been with,
Was it
with
9?
your girlfriend, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gotten a lot of movie tickets out
Is
there.
that a fiance yet?
Not yet. No.
Are you going to propose?
Are you
Pumping the-
announcing it on the pod?
Are you gonna-
Pumping the
Holy
brake.
shit.
I think you should propose on your podcast.
That would be.
Oh,
We've
She
done.
would love that, yeah.
Episode 100. Episode 100.
That's 3 weeks away.
That's yeah. We can't
Very
organise that. We've done a few gags with her in the past. She's a great sport. She
yeah.
Oh yeah, she
gets
pranked a lot.
involved a lot.
What do you mean you fake proposed?
No, not quite.
Jesus.
Not
I
quite.
think you should do that. Though.
What did you do?
Fake propose.
Oh, you
Anything
should
for
propose.
just-
Anything for the
Orders.
content.
Facts.
Because we did. What was the We did one prank and was it around
Something
Valentine's
about
Day?
lying. Yeah.
We did one prank where
This was fucking smart.
it was like around Valentine's Day and we called her and we were like, oh, we're doing a competition between all of our girlfriends.
Yeah.
So we're going to call you, introduce you, then
Oh, that's just to answer the other question I got. Is Riley single? No, Riley's
Yeah,
not
right.
single.
not single.
But I do
no.
have a lot of friends who look very similar to me who are single. So.
So there you go. So if you
Yeah.
like what you see
Check my mate.
and you want a variation, version 2.0.
at Kate gets her own.
So we were like, we'll call you, introduce you a bit, then we'll put you on hold for a bit,
Yeah.
and then we'll discuss a bit, introduce the game, and then we'll bring you back on to the actual podcast. And while we were
Yeah.
on hold, what we had done was we were pretending that we had muted our
microphone, so she couldn't hear us.
we were acting like we couldn't hear her and she couldn't hear us.
Yeah.
And then we talked about what the answers to the quiz was going to be
Yeah.
to see if she would cheat
Yeah.
based on
And she cheated.
hearing the
eh?
thing. And she...
Fair enough. You have to. Right?
She
You
cheated,
have to
yeah.
win.
Scum.
'Cause then we came back and then we
Any
obviously
cost.
played the game, and we were hoping that she would at some point either get one wrong or say that she hadn't heard it, or say that she'd heard the right.
She tried
the
to come
answers.
in with it saying like, "Oh, I kind of heard," but then
Yeah.
we cut her off and just like kept speaking like as if we're on the show.
And we were
So
going
she
through the
just-
answers,
she
and she was like,
tried
"I can hear you,
away.
I can hear you," and we just ignored her. And then when she got to doing the actual game, she was
She
like
never
saying
said
all the
anything.
stuff that we had said.
So it was a test within a game.
And it's funny listening to her act because she knows all the
She's
answers.
like, oh, I
And we,
think-
yeah,
Yeah.
literally, we got about 4 in, and she's like, "Oh, I wonder, oh, it might be this, it might be that," and we're all
We know you
we're
know.
pissing ourselves like off mic because we know that she knows, but she's putting on such a front to pretend that she doesn't.
Yeah.
And then we finished it with like, "Oh, we've got one more bonus question.
That's right.
Extra
Would
points.
you rather be honest or cheat in a game?" And she was like,
I thought about it for ages.
I guess
Is this on a podcast?
Yeah,
yeah,
Which
yeah.
episode is it?
Well,
Oh, fuck.
question with it.
it was around
tell you.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can maybe have a
probably
quick
in
look.
the
It's February
probably on
14th,
the
someone
title.
pull it up.
Yeah, it's probably in
Is
the
when it's at
title.
Feb 14th.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that was
That was like one of the like we thought of the plan and executed it like
Perfect.
quite well.
because like if she didn't go along with it, it's kind of like we
Just
probably wouldn't even
falls
use
flat.
it. It's like not really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys would have been more disappointed if she didn't cheat. So lucky she cheated.
Yeah, well, I thought she would. Like we sort of, that was the plan.
Which is
all
you
along.
never usually say that about a relationship.
The episode came out on the 11th of February, and it's called "We Pranked Tay and Discussed Valentine's Day."
There you go.
Yeah,
so
nice,
It's,
yeah.
it's literally both of those things we said.
Yeah,
It's
not
about
a lot
Valentine's
else
Day.
in that episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good.
That was
Last
good.
party, you guys were talking about aeroplanes and flights.
Yep.
Who was talking about? Because I had to listen to it on Spotify because I wasn't watching it. But do you guys find like you get more viewers on Spotify or YouTube?
It's a good question. It's probably balancing out a little bit.
Yeah.
YouTube's growing faster
Yeah.
than
Okay.
anything else,
I think
but we
get
still get a
more
lot. Yeah, we still get a lot of Spotify. Like
Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple.
It's mainly audio
Podcast.
because obviously it's an audio thing. People-
probably 3-1, 4-1 at this point.
Can you watch
Yeah.
a podcast or do you listen?
I can watch it.
I can't watch.
I do watch
I don't
some.
like it.
Like I don't know if you've seen Andrew Tate and Nelk Boys.
Yeah,
Have just
Oh,
collaborated.
Nelk Boys.
they're cool.
It's gonna be amazing.
Explain Nelk Boys
You've
to
what?
Jay.
You've just what?
No, it's gonna be amazing. I'll explain.
Oh, they've collaborated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
cool.
the Nelk Boys have a podcast called the Full Send Podcast,
Yeah.
which I think is
I've
probably
heard of that.
the best set. They
Yeah, they're very big.
easily have the best guests of all time possible on podcasts. They've had like Dennis Rodman, Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
like they've got like all like these golf players, just anyone like they've got Dana White, they got UFC, they got Khabib, they got Donald Trump,
Wow. Okay.
Donald Trump on a potty.
Yeah.
Wait, when?
Shaq.
They've had Shaq,
Yeah.
they've had
Where
everyone.
did they get Trump on?
They got Trump on. It was deleted straight away, so it was posted on YouTube.
It was deleted straight away.
YouTube took it down because you know how all
So he's,
social
like,
media.
banned from-
He's banned from social media basically, right?
Oh.
But it's still on Spotify, I believe. The Donald Trump episode
Yeah. Spotify is. They wouldn't
Saints.
get
or
it.
something like that. Yeah.
Full send. Yeah.
Or it's actually no, it's on the Full Send website, not Spotify, because Nelk's waiting.
Mark Cuban.
They've had everyone. Anyway, and it's a revolving studio, so it's just mics, and they take it everywhere. So right now they're in Croatia with Andrew Tate, filming a potty.
Sick.
Obviously, you guys talked about Andrew Tate.
Ricky Fowler.
Yeah,
Everyone.
that's what I'm saying. They had a lot of golf. There's the other golf, the dude that looks like Santa
Ricky
Claus.
Fowler's my favourite golfer.
Yeah.
By
What
a
about
mile. Yeah.
who's the golfer that looks like Santa Claus? The white hair.
John Daly.
Yeah, that's John Daly.
Scenes, man. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into
It's the whole potty's just like John Daly smoking a cigar.
Beautiful. I don't really listen to any international podcasts. I'm very Australian.
I don't know if you'd like them.
Okay.
They're a bit. They're really like.
They're like the Paul brothers almost.
Yeah, they're very like.
They're very Hollywood and very.
Yeah, they
like,
talk about like. I mean, I haven't really listened to it, but I listened to Impulsive.
Yeah.
They really talk about like clouded stuff that obviously like they relate to, which is like good to get
okay.
an insight on. But like not
It's
really.
good
It's not
insight.
relevant.
It's
to
not like a
It's
Hamish
not-
and Andy or like
Yeah.
they don't talk about something you'd like laugh at per se. It's more just like
It's
a good
It's
insight.
not gonna add to your life, but what it
Okay.
is, it's gonna inform you so you know about things about
Yeah.
celebrities.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
basically.
If
cool.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I listened
'Cause
to
how-
Which still has great
what's his-
value.
What's his
Obviously it
name?
works.
Dax Shepard. Do you know Dax Shepard?
Yeah.
You
The
roll your
armchair
eyes?
expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the only like
Who?
Dax
Dak
Shepard.
Shepard, the
No.
armchair expert. Who's his wife, girlfriend?
Oh.
She's really famous.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Wiig?
Kristen Wiig.
I guess you
One
could.
of the
know who that is.
Kristens.
One of the SNL actresses.
Oh.
Dax used to work with what's his name? Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
That's like his big. It's his main
Claim to
claim to
fame.
fame.
Yeah.
But he's got some good guests. I really enjoy listening to his stuff. He's good.
Okay.
He's good value.
Yeah, but Full Send Potty's like insane guests.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's good.
It's kind of like
I like
long form Jimmy Kimmel.
I love Jimmy Kimmel.
They talk about popular shit that they're into at the moment. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
cool.
and it's
Cool.
like a big plug for their beer as well. Not the beer, seltzer. Happy
Oh,
Dad.
okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Are they Happy Tides?
No, Happy Dad.
Oh, Happy Dad.
It's their brand of beer or
What is
brand
it?
of
Good
seltzer.
title.
Because they
Right.
did they used to do like prank stuff? Is that how they got big?
Yeah, so Nelk originated as like a prank show.
Yeah, and they used to just
Still
do like
are. They still make content
the
like
most like
pranking stuff.
insane.
Now they're like the
prank
potty. The
videos.
potty's only like the sideline thing. The big things merch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
see
kind
a
of
lot of
stuff.
their merch around.
Partying. It's like the partying like
Yeah,
videos,
okay.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Ooh,
And now
I'll
they're getting
check
into
it.
gambling, online gambling. Like
Well, it's
stuff.
not
That's
really a
good.
thing in America. They don't really do. It's only recently come to
Gambling.
fruition,
What's that?
gambling in America.
Oh, really?
Like that you can do it online. You used to have to go to Vegas.
Oh, that's why.
No,
Vegas
that's for
is so big.
sports bet. Sports betting.
correct.
But when you say online gambling, do you mean like poker and stuff?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's
okay,
like
sorry.
online blackjack, online roulette.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Right. Flash.
big thing. But yeah, you talking about airplanes,
yeah, we do.
and basically
What
you're
are
like,
They come up, yeah.
you're like,
Uh-huh.
how hard to get an airplane right? An airplane's a lot bigger than a car. Like, think about the things that go wrong if an airplane fucks up. You die. If your car fucks up, you're like, oh, you're on the side of the road for a few minutes. If you have an airplane perfect,
And it's up there.
you die.
Yeah, but it's like your car, it's like I'm in charge of running it.
Yeah.
And I know fuck all about cars. Where like a
Yeah.
plane, everyone who is
You've gotta be an
involved with it,
expert.
at all, this is their life.
I've got a mate who's
I
a
wouldn't say
pilot.
that completely.
I've got a mate who's a pilot who
But,
has
well,
been a pilot.
yeah.
He's doing like training for like 4 years, and now he gets to drive a plane. It's like fairly recreational. We'll fly a plane. It's fairly recreational, and it
No,
only,
he just has to keep it on the ground.
it's only got like 4 people in it. So by the time you actually get your hours up, you're
Yeah.
a proper expert. By the time you're
Oh, 100%.
flying
Yeah, I've
for
got a
Qantas.
mate that's also a pilot.
Yeah,
He started when he was 16. He drives like in Jandakot or flies in
yeah.
Jandakot.
So you did the same
Now
thing.
you got
Yeah.
me saying.
Well, you made me do that. No, I talked to him a couple of days ago. I think they can fly like proper airplanes.
Yeah,
like,
same.
internationally, like in a couple of years. But
That's
they do so
exciting.
much like simulation stuff.
Yeah.
All that like
Let's get their hours up.
pilots are like perfect.
Yeah.
Just fly around.
Like, you think 50 hours for your L's is a lot.
Oh yeah.
Just wait till you see how many hours the pilots
Yeah,
do.
it's nuts. But this is what I mean. By the time you get to like the big weeks, you want to make sure everything's. Surely it's running smoothly. That's your
Yeah,
only
but
job.
I reckon the pilot and stuff obviously know what they're doing. It's all the other logistics of like getting the passengers through customs and
I
stuff
reckon
like
it's
that.
mainly bags.
Baggage.
Bags
Here's a
is
huge
long.
like, conspiracy.
Here
You,
we go.
you flew Jetstar
I did.
and you were late,
Not happy.
right?
Yeah, it's part of the
Who,
brand.
who owns Jetstar?
Qantas.
Qantas.
What does Qantas want you to do?
Go with
Go
it.
with Qantas.
So they
Make
make. You're gonna
Jetstar
make
shit.
it shit.
That's what I heard today. At I was on a 98th, or not a 98th. My great grandpa's 98th,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
and one of my uncles.
How was
and
it?
That,
Turn up. Hey.
And he was like,
I think guest 4 on this potty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy. He was telling me today. That's his conspiracy. Make Jetstar really shit, so that everyone has to fly Qantas.
That's
Spend
what-
a little bit more money.
That's what everyone thought
And,
with.
and everyone's like, oh, don't book Jetstar. Just spend $80 more, $200 more, go on Qantas.
Yeah.
And then they'll never
Yeah.
phase out Jetstar, but
That is
keep it as an option.
yeah.
Airplanes don't make like fuck all money as well. If you want
Yeah,
to lose
well-
money, like throw it in a pit or buy an airline. That's literally.
And also, so we have Qantas and obviously we have Virgin. And they're like the main two.
Is it?
100%.
But because it's a
Wait, is that because of COVID though that they don't make money, or they
no,
don't
even
never
well
even
make
in
before
money?
general,
COVID.
like you know, Richard Branson.
Yeah, he owns
Yeah,
Virgin.
he's just throwing like burning money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
At a
also,
rapid
it's
rate.
because so Virgin and Qantas are like fighting to be the only airline in Australia. And as a result, they will run things as cheap as possible. So it's like
We're not going to win.
perfect for us.
No, it is good for us because the duopoly.
You can fly,
we
yeah,
need,
exactly.
and they hate each other. It's perfect.
Well,
It's like when you're probably a bit too young.
Yeah.
But when there was like the beer wars,
Yeah.
so every like all the pubs and this would have been in like 2017, 2018, pints, $3.50.
Yeah.
You could go out and get a pint of beer.
And they did middies for $1. Like,
Imagine
that was
how
a
drunk
thing
he
we
would be
did.
every day.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
that was Jake's dark period.
But it's just like to get them in. Just like suss it. We'll sort out the rest later. But
Yeah,
we're in charge.
So they're
Lost
basically
leaders.
beer at cost.
The same with like
Yeah,
Coles and
yeah.
Woolies. Like they make milk fucking $1. And then once you're in there, you buy this and this and this and
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Put it at
it's
the
a,
back
it's
of
a
the
loss
store.
leader.
Yeah.
It's like Costco. Like the fuel is so cheap at the petrol station that's owned by Costco just
Yeah.
there. But once you're in, you're buying like these stupid muffins for like $8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
And you're buying shit you don't need as well at Costco
Mm.
because you're like, oh, I only come here every 2 months. Chuck it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it's like. So, yeah,
It's
I
like-
don't know.
IKEA I think it was in Switzerland. They had a deal on for their breakfast,
Yeah.
and I
Sweden
think they
or
were
Switzerland
whichever it was.
because it's Swedish.
Yeah, that one then.
Yeah, Sweden.
They like had a deal on. They had this like super cheap breakfast, and I think they were like told by the government they were like, you need to stop doing this because they were blocking up like freeway exits
People are buying too many
because too many
couches.
people were going to IKEA for breakfast. That they were like, it's like
ridiculous.
the infrastructure of the city cannot handle
IKEA.
this deal.
That's
Shit.
wild. That's when you know you're onto a good winner, though.
That's pretty mad. An IKEA in Sweden is like that's like going to the Sydney Harbour Bridge in Australia.
Yeah,
Like, you have to go to IKEA in Sweden.
yeah.
Surely,
Part of legislation. You gotta
surely
visit
that's the
once a
thing.
month.
It's like a natural wonder of the world in IKEA
Yeah.
in Sweden.
Oh goodness.
Do you reckon they just have one IKEA in Sweden or like millions of IKEAs in Sweden?
Yeah, like every shop is IKEA.
Every shop.
Legit
It's
could
all
be.
flat pack. Surely they don't have any like reassembled furniture.
Yeah,
Everything comes in a flat pack with an Allen key.
yeah. That's how their houses are built. You just buy a big box.
Buy a
Yeah.
box.
I wouldn't be surprised.
This is actually the worst thing in the world is doing flat packs.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I had some
in-
dudes.
We
That's
say
because I don't follow rules. Like you just think you know what's gonna. Oh, it's
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
never
you've got
do.
this half done drawer.
I don't need this screw.
a table on 3 legs.
Yeah,
and
why
just
do I
using
have
a
4
box to
extra
prop up the
chairs?
4th leg?
I'm pretty sure that's IKEA. That took me hours.
It does
Yeah.
look
Oh, yeah.
good.
It does look good.
Yeah, they're always
Um,
nice.
That's
It is
actually
nice.
And they're cheap.
It's good value.
in America in like the 50s, 60s or whatever. You could buy a house via catalog
Yeah, right.
and assemble it yourself.
What?
Assemble
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
Assemble, like build it.
with a bricklayer.
Yeah, you could buy it from a catalog.
And then how
Like
do you build it
Sears.
though?
Sears catalog.
But how would you build it?
What?
Like you get builders to build it, or you build it
I'll,
yourself?
I'll look it up. You guys,
You can't build
Okay.
it.
You guys confirm.
I work 9 to 5. I can't just like
Build your own house.
drop off and start doing
yeah.
the bricklaying. Yeah, what the fuck? It's a pretty high involvement thing. You've made that up.
Here we go. Check the
Oh.
Wikipedia. How was the
Um,
98th?
Yeah, it was good.
Good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so it says Sears modern homes were catalogued and kit houses sold primarily through mail order by Sears, Roebuck & Co., an American retailer from 1908 to 1940. More than 70,000 of these homes or houses were sold in North America.
Maybe just like
So they would
it's like
sell out the
it's a
kit.
Magazine. Wait, the whole kit for the whole house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not even a kit. A house. How
Imagine
big
like,
is it?
Imagine like
Yeah.
you call someone. It's like, hi, I'm just like number 3. It's like white bricks, black bricks, red bricks. Like yeah, red bricks. And then like the next day, it's just like all the bricks just get delivered to your house.
Yeah. That's
That's
fun.
a headache, man. I don't want to set up IKEA tables. let
That
alone
sounds
whole
like a movie
house.
idea. That legit sounds like a movie idea. That's
Yeah,
legit
like a comedy premise.
yeah.
Build
Or-
your own house.
Yeah.
People were built different back in 1908.
Literally.
So
So were the houses.
apparently.
I wonder if those
Jesus Christ.
houses are still standing.
Surely not. You can't like
they
the amount of
definitely are.
checks
They
and shit.
definitely are.
That's literally what Dad does. He goes around and makes sure that like you don't have some absolute nong
Oh, but
building your house.
Yeah.
The whole world's changed, hasn't it? Though it's like
Yeah, true. For the better.
it's probably all asbestos and stuff.
Oh,
those
yeah, yeah.
houses.
Probably.
It's
Oh,
like a strong gust of wind.
Yeah.
Imagine copying it from your wife though, like you've built this shit house using
Shit
know,
house,
yeah.
literally.
mud out the back. You put it all together and it rains on the 1st of July and you're like, oh, fuck. And she goes, you should have just paid more to get the
Yeah.
builders in.
Yeah.
Just live with that for the rest of your life. Flash.
Do not build a house. Moral of the story: don't build.
Wouldn't
a house.
recommend. No.
Not yourself.
Wouldn't recommend.
There's experts for that shit.
Facts.
I think we had another question from the Instagram. So what's next for the Macpack boys? You guys doing merch now?
Yeah.
You guys always, or one of you always wears a merch in every episode.
I
Yeah,
don't think
it's a
that's
strategic advertising.
It rotates.
Is that true?
It rotates.
Well,
I
I've been
swear.
wearing the jumper lately. It's
You've
super
worn it, though.
comfy, yeah.
The
I
mother
think
hugger.
Super
Yeah.
comfy, and it's available at macpack.com slash shop, .au slash store.
Is that true? I don't reckon. I mean, it's good
It's
clothing.
true.
That's probably why, mate. It's a
It is actually quality stuff.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we're lost leaders in that category.
Oh really?
No, not quite.
Yeah.
The loss leader is we'll do
That's
the
the plug.
podcast for free, and then you can buy some merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the jumpers in particular, I was really
Yeah,
happy
they
with.
do. Everyone else, like my mates buy a
Yeah.
lot of it because they're all big fans of
Fans.
and yeah, they'll always get it and they'll be like, oh shit, like it's actually nice.
Actually
like,
good, yeah. That was like the
I was not
main-
expecting it to be this good.
When we sold the first shirts,
Yeah.
a lot of our mates that I bought them, and like they were like, "Oh, it's actually a good shirt."
Yeah,
Thinking
Yeah.
it's going to
Surprise.
dissolve
Yeah.
when you put it on or something.
Where do you guys get it made?
that's top secret. Macpack, fucking
Yeah, we saw them at the back.
yeah,
Factory.
Riley sews them together.
yeah, stitch by stitch.
The best is when we get orders from
Overrated.
people we've
Overrated,
never
yeah.
met. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A
insane.
few chicks from Adelaide have bought stuff.
We love our Adelaide girls.
And then they'll ping us a message.
our
like,
Canberra
it
girls.
just
Yeah, the
arrived. We
Canberra,
absolutely love
Canberra
it. That's
girls.
probably
Yeah.
the most rewarding. Like when you got no concept of who it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also when Ozpost actually delivers it, that's always
It's positive.
good to
Yeah, 'cause
hear.
I was checking, right? You guys basically pranked me because I buy the mug.
Oh shit.
Right? And I was
Yeah,
like, all right, it's definitely gonna rock up in time before I have these guys on. I
Oh.
was like, I'm keen to
Gonna
have this
rock
mug
up
because
in
like I
time.
already got one mug here.
Yeah.
It's gonna look so good, like wherever it is, probably there
Mm-hmm.
or like at the top somewhere. We'll find a place. Anyway, I was like, this is gonna be the best thing ever. Backpack mug, they can sign it. And then I just never get this like delivery email. Then last week I texted you, I was like, do you reckon the mug will come in time? 10 days out.
I was
Did you not tell
but
him that
so
we were
this
going
is
to
the
bring
thing, so
it?
I do
No,
the
okay.
orders,
No,
yeah.
and
Did
then
I
occasionally,
did.
actually.
occasionally
They just did.
Riley
He
will
wanted to
deliver
be
to
a
his mates.
Surprise. Fair enough.
Well, yeah, I was just like, because we signed it all. Because we were at the gym and you were like, oh, I remember you messaging. You were like, I need it signed as well. I was like, bet I can arrange that. So we all got out a marker and signed it. And then I was, and then no.
weeks ago.
And then we were messaging and we were like, all right, we'll come on the potty in like a week or so.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll give it to him in a week.
Yeah. This is
And then
true.
it was like, all right, we'll come in 2 weeks. Then it was like, oh shit. And then we'll come in 3
And
weeks.
then I went up north.
And now we're here.
Now we're here.
And, it's
you
still
still
at
don't
home.
have the mug's at home.
The mug-
It's in
the mug's
Macpack
coming
way.
there.
That's
That's
right.
But this is very classic though. Every single guest forgets what they were supposed to bring, except for. But this is from the.
I like this kit. I like that you've done this. This is a good idea.
Is this crazy? What is that?
It's pre-workout. It's just like a box. It's been signed though.
Oh, it's empty.
Yeah, no, it's empty. It's
Of course
empty.
it's empty.
Um,
Is
and
that what the
then-
boys last week?
Yeah, the Gym Bro podcast.
So we had Luke
16.
Jackson leave his premiership medal at ours, which was
Yeah,
nice.
and that actually we did quite well selling that on Marketplace.
Yeah.
I was
No,
about to say,
we
fuck
flogged that off quick, man. It's worth heaps on eBay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can cut that. You can cut that bit.
yeah. This is where he
That's
gets all his
cool.
money from, eh?
yeah.
That's why he's so rich.
Jared bought his
Yeah.
bench press in. It was good.
Yeah, and even like
Signed
when
it.
when we came in today, I was like looking at stuff and I was like, yeah, I can steal that. I can steal that. That's worth a bit.
Just
The
the
guitar- do you
glassware.
play guitar?
I did. Not really that much anymore. I used to play bass though.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
bass is like
I'm gonna hang that
bass
up
is
though,
cool.
on the top somewhere.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
when I
We're
get around
pointing
to
at a
it.
guitar. If you
yeah, just to
For those
solidify
that
the
are
fact
at home.
that you're never gonna play it. Hang it up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
hang on.
I might play it, but I
It would
won't.
just look nice in this room, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I got a few frames coming. They're already framed. I just need to put them up, like drill into the wall.
What have you got?
I see the hammer drill down there, Ryobi.
Yeah, you see it. So last year my school were on the front page of the news for like a water bomb fight. Eventually we got like
What school?
Aquinas.
Okay.
Oh,
So
cool.
we got,
When did you graduate last year?
yeah. So we
Are you
got
that young?
I'm 18.
Fuck, man. Same.
So we got kicked out of school at 11 o'clock on muck-up day, which is never a good idea, right?
Nah.
You'd rather just keep us at school.
yeah.
Anyway, got
They kicked you out.
It was a whole thing.
The
It's-
school asked you to leave that day.
Yeah.
Because of the water fight.
Is that isn't that illegal?
A few water bombs are like thrown at. Whatever. No, all the parents are called like pick up your kids. Some kids like weren't allowed to leave unless their parents were there.
Wow.
Anyway, long story short, it was a whole thing. It was in the newspaper, front page on 9/11.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, I do remember. I remember seeing
I've got
that.
it in the other room. It's framed. It's framed.
I
Show
remember.
us
Hey,
after.
I've got it.
That's
I'll
good.
show you. I'll show you after.
I remember
It's mad.
seeing yeah, the like, you know, like it was like West Australian or whatever, they post
Yeah.
today's front page or whatever.
The day before
and then
on
the,
Twitter.
the boys I like went to high school, the guys I know who went to Aquinas, they were like,
This is insane.
worst tragedy since, this is
Since
the worst
9/11.
thing to ever happen on 9/11.
Oh.
Stuff like that.
That's
Like
wrong.
all the comments
So
are just
bad.
people like making fun of
That's
them for
hilarious.
like taking it so
Yeah,
seriously.
too
Yeah.
serious.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
It's good
Yeah.
though.
Our school is the same. They're like, don't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like,
Well, you won't
let us have some
graduate kind of
fun.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we legit had 2 water guns on the oval, which barely got sprayed, and we still got told off for it.
If you could go back to school, I've said this
You
to
can do whatever the fuck you
many
want.
people. I'd love to go back for one day.
I love
Your
to do it as
priorities and what you think takes place there would be vastly.
No one
Yeah.
has authority over
Nah.
you, ever.
Nah.
Teacher can tell you to do anything, and you're like, no.
The best thing you can
They
ever do
can't.
is see a teacher when they're like out just living their life.
Yeah. Oh,
And you're like, oh, you
Yeah.
really just don't
Like,
have any authority.
do
You
you
don't
know-
even, your kids don't even listen to you.
Yeah,
like,
well,
fucking, yeah, fucking
And
hundreds of
the
people.
weird thing is like now, like we're at the age where like people who I know are like teachers.
Yes, that's terrifying.
and it's like wait,
Yes.
what do you mean? Like they're so young.
and
Yeah.
dumb.
When
A
you
lot
went
of
to school,
them-
did you ever think like
Oh,
you
yeah.
just weren't a real person?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just live at school, they sleep at school, and then like in the
Oh,
morning
when
they're
you're
there.
young, yeah.
When you're like
We
young.
hide, you
But-
put them on this pedestal because you actually see teachers as an authority figure more than you see your parents because
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see them for longer during the week. And like if you saw, once you finish school, you're like, fuck, dude. Like I did PE teaching for a year.
Yeah.
Now a lot of those people are now teachers.
Yeah, and you know them.
Yeah.
Your
and
friends
see
are
them all
teachers
the
and feel
time.
so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a teacher, bro.
And then you
Yeah.
look back at primary school and you go, man, that teacher that I had for 3 years was also 25 at the time. She's doing like the dumb shit that my mates
Yeah.
do.
The coolest thing we did, we went to a comedy show a few weeks ago. Aaron Chen. I don't know
Stand
if
up.
you've heard of it.
Oh, that dude.
Funny, yeah.
Oh, the Asian guy.
Yeah, yeah.
With the mullet, or he's got some
Yeah,
mad,
yeah,
mad
yeah.
hair.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy's so funny.
We
He's
were-
all over TikTok.
Yeah, we were there.
He's
and
on Have You Been Paying Attention?
Yes. Yeah.
Such a legend.
We were there and we saw our auntie and her ex partner is a
yeah.
principal at a school. And after the show, like I was 18 or
He
just
was
turned
laughing at all the
19.
racist jokes as well.
And like we went to the pub after and it's like span a yarn and it's hell weird to think like, well, this guy goes to a school on Monday and he's like the principal.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
the
And, like,
even
we're
the
at the-
teachers respect him. Like
Yeah.
if the teachers
Yeah.
were in the same bar, they'd be
And
like,
I'm having a
"Whoa,
pint with
whoa,
him."
Like we got to behave
he's like the
because
teacher of teachers.
Legit.
Yeah.
He's the
and
boss.
we're just like getting bung-eyed with this bloke, just chatting shit, and it's like,
Yeah,
if, the
puts
if
things
one of
into
his
perspective.
staff walked in now, they'd treat
Yeah.
him with way more respect than we are. But it's
Yeah.
just like where we hold people.
Yeah,
in
who
regards
they
to
are
the
to
social
you.
hierarchy.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
believe
Yeah.
who I met last week at work.
Aaron Chen.
Let me
No.
guess. This
Our
freaking uncle.
our
Wait,
uncle.
wait.
That's some deep research you've been doing.
No, not
That's
that deep.
that's talking.
No, I met this. So this guy comes up to me.
Here we go.
I won't say where I work, whatever, because
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
give me that tip, or whatever. Anyway,
Don't want to get sacked.
yeah, don't get sacked. Anyway, so like he walks up to me. I'm like, how you been doing today? He's like, good. He's dressed very well. Right, that's the first thing I noticed. Like dressed very, very well. Like
Like
nice
suit
suit
and tie?
and stuff.
Suit.
Yeah.
no tie, but like a collared shirt, like a long shirt,
Very
right?
cool.
And I was like, oh, where do you work? He's like, M1LLION Senior High School. And straight away I was like, oh, headmaster? Like, that could have been bad if he wasn't the headmaster. And I said,
Yeah.
oh, you're the headmaster.
Yeah.
It's like such a diss, right?
Yeah.
No, I think it's kind of like, oh, you're like,
You're the
seem like a
man.
big dog.
But he was the headmaster of M1LLION Senior High.
Hell yeah.
Do you know how...
He would be.
You should
jealous.
get him on.
Think about what he's seen.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
man, that'd be full. Every day for him
Fuck.
would be terrifying. You'd rock up and be like,
The
"Fuck."
teacher of teachers at M1LLION Senior High School.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
couldn't
even.
write it. You literally
You
imagine sitting
play.
down with your wife for dinner on Sunday night.
You
and
got some
just
stories.
like predict what's going to happen this week.
I
You
reckon
couldn't do it.
he's not really a principal. He's a bouncer.
Yeah. He's a secchi.
Yeah, they've got
Legit.
scan tech.
Legit.
Surely do all the headmasters like meet at a conference at the end of the year?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, and then they talk to the headmaster.
Because imagine
Who is
like
the head
imagine like
headmaster?
the
Albus Dumbledore.
ScoMo.
the-
Like Superintendent Chalmers from Simpsons, you know.
imagine the stories that would come out. Because you've got like imagine
Like,
like the
no, I've got
headmaster of
one
a
way better
the
than that, bro.
headmaster of
Don't worry about your
Aquinas
story.
who's just like, yeah, we were in the
We had a
news
water bomb
because
fire.
we
Yeah,
had
they
water bomb
had
fire.
a
And this
water bomb.
guy's
Or like
on Wednesday last week, Sally got stabbed.
yeah, like the teacher the teacher at Willerton who like got stabbed.
That was during an ATAR exam. True fact.
What's
Shit.
it?
Oh
True
really?
story.
Was that in
That's
your
why I
year
just
group?
jumped up when I
Yeah,
can't.
in my year group.
Do you know the kid?
At Willerton.
The English ATAR exam. Apparently, the way story goes, someone got stabbed in the
Yeah.
ATAR English exam.
So it turns out the pen isn't mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What
This guy,
does that
this
mean?
guy's got no. Listen,
Is that a Shakespeare?
That's a good joke.
It's a very good joke for people.
But you
who
didn't
appreciate
laugh.
it.
Yeah, none of us even like
The
The audience will be dying.
You know what? I think you need to talk to Aaron Chen to get some tips. Yeah, how was Aaron Chen?
Oh, funny
Good.
as
It was
fuck.
good, yeah.
Good.
Is he
Yeah.
still here or not? Gone.
No,
No,
this was like months ago. We go to
Definitely
a
were.
fair amount of comedy shows.
Yeah, you guys like it. You guys gonna try your hand at stand-up comedy any day, or
I think it would be good fun. It definitely would be very hard.
Yeah,
Like,
so
what they do is so.
and
It's not given as.
But
Very
yeah, a
nuanced.
lot of podcasters like Joe Rogan and all them, they started up as and still are stand-up comedians.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Probably just the ability to think like on the spot, or just like talk shit basically.
It's a very
Yeah,
similar
just talk
craft, like
shit.
the way you need to sort of build a story
Yeah.
about what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's largely a very similar skill. It's not like we're being elite athletes on Tuesday and then we're in front of 1,000 people with a microphone. It's the same
Yeah.
gig, but I think there's a dimension to it that's way more
Oh yeah.
complicated.
People
It's gonna be a
don't.
lot more
pressurized.
pressurized.
They'll call it the fourth wall or whatever. Or
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
what they call it?
Yeah.
Because you're actually gonna see the people there.
Yeah.
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 And I think that's probably the most terrifying thing is because if you do something on TV and you can just do it, and then if the audience likes it, you hear about it. If they don't like it,
And also,
you probably don't even
if
hear about it.
if a joke doesn't land in one house, like if someone says a joke on TV and like your family doesn't laugh, you don't know that it's not funny
Yeah.
because
You're getting
it's
immediate
not-
feedback, like
Yeah.
literally every
yeah,
second.
as you say a
See, that's the
word.
thing. Like,
Yeah, 'cause-
you could be in your like what you say, right? You could be in your house and be like, maybe we're just too dumb for these jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just don't have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
just
that-
go to bed depressed. But if you're there and you're like not laughing and no one else is laughing, it's like, wow, this guy's.
And
so
the dude up on the
Legit.
stage, like if he's putting out his best effort and
Yeah.
800 people are just like, next. That must suck. Like, it would be tough to then. You always got five. Even, for example, if you're just doing a short 5-minute bit,
Yeah.
you got 5 minutes to fill. If your first joke doesn't land,
Yeah.
your second joke almost doubles in what you're doing double or nothing. It's just
Yeah.
like, fuck, here we go. This might not work as well. Just immediately, the doubts would start to sow their seeds in your brain.
Yeah, and you can really tell like the people who are still growing to like the elite. Like they come out, and it's not even like you're like because some people like you watch. Did you ever go to much stand up?
No, I've been to one. I think there's what's the that festival in Perth that always happens over summer.
Fringe.
Yeah, Fringe.
Oh yeah.
Fringe always has comedians.
Yeah.
I went to that. That was good.
Who
And
did
I've
you
been
see? Do you
to
remember?
it was like 5 guys.
Oh, sick.
But then the other one I've been to is Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah's
Oh
elite,
yeah, he's
man.
good.
He's so
good.
good.
And now he runs the
He
morning
does the
show
Tonight Show.
or the night show
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I sent him a video.
South
The other
African
day.
guy. Super
Yeah, he's
funny.
good. Yeah, he's like does a lot of political stuff, but
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
a funny way. Yeah.
His book's elite if you get the chance.
Haven't read
yeah,
it.
it's only
I
little.
read Dan Bilzerian's book. You know
I'm
who
sure
Dan-
they're.
Oh, yeah.
No, we reckon they're vastly different stories.
slightly different book.
Bloke growing up in the slums of South Africa versus Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah. What a
he's
guy.
pretty well off. Yeah.
Yeah, almost as well as you. But
Nearly.
yeah.
Go MILHAN, that's it. That's the Macpack way.
Do you guys just abuse him for how?
Yep. Basically.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh, I had something else to pick with you boys.
Here we
Not
go.
happy about last potty.
Here we go.
Not happy about it.
Black jelly beans.
Oh, they
Ooh.
suck.
The
man.
best thing ever.
They
made.
suck.
Oh, you like it?
If you want black jelly beans,
So
just buy
good.
licorice.
It is licorice flavour.
Exactly.
Yeah, but just
If you
Just
wanted
buy it.
licorice,
I like the texture.
give me a
Can't
spell.
argue with it.
Don't
And
they sell
you like
just
the
black
texture.
jelly beans now? Is that a thing?
no, they sell.
Yes, they do. At pharmacies.
Yes, they do.
And all white. Yes, they
Why
do.
do they
No, but
sell
I
this-
thought they do like
you
the
literally
no,
went,
the
no,
jelly-
they don't.
the jelly
I went,
babies.
yes, they do. I went, yes.
Yeah.
They do the jelly babies as
No,
well.
Yeah.
But Skittles. So like you guys put a post up.
Yep.
I'm assuming it was like for the potty.
Yep.
Because you guys were obviously going
talked
to
about
talk
it.
about like what
Yeah.
happened.
No, we just wanted to know.
What was the results in the end?
Skittles one.
Skittles.
By a lot.
Skittles on by a landslide. It was like 75 to 25.
But the thing is, though, I clicked Skittles, and then I gave it a thought, and I was like, actually, if I had jelly beans here right now, I'd probably prefer that than Skittles.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I was like, fuck, I wish you could change it.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting that you can't
If you
change
actually,
your
when I
vote.
actually first thought of it, I was like, Skittles are more popular, but
Yeah, and
jelly
that's
beans are so
what we're
much
trying to break
better.
down.
You
I
reckon
think
it's the
some
underdog?
of the better polls we've had is where we've done like multi polls. The potato one, for example,
Yeah.
we had 3 different slides like for breakfast food. Can you eat a hash brown for breakfast? Yes. Can you eat just like chips from Macca's for breakfast?
Yeah, that was funny. I saw that on TikTok.
Fine line.
And then it was like, oh, maybe. And then it was like, can you eat potato chips for breakfast? And I was like, fuck no. It's just like, it's the same thing.
You can definitely eat Macca's chips for breakfast.
You can
if
and you should.
You have it with like a brekkie burger.
No, I don't even. Just
That makes
fucking have it
sense.
straight up.
I don't think
I've
they
eaten
go
it just
as
with the
well
normal.
together
I mean,
as a hash brown.
depends on what time it is. Like, nothing's gonna hit different. Like, obviously, I feel like it's like you can eat anything and it's still gonna be good, but like it's just like the hittingness. Like the hash
Like,
brown's
yeah,
gonna
this
hit
hits
different
spot, yeah,
compared to
yeah.
a fucking Smith's potato chip.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I think it's about the warmth. Because if you think about this is
Yeah.
a
It's
good
good.
theory. A potato chip's cold,
Yeah.
but then like a hash brown's warm, and then the chips are like in between.
Yeah, the hash browns are like,
So,
The hash
off
browns
the
are
press.
pie thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
oh, so good.
It is elite.
this is actually so whack. Hey, just it's like it feels like I'm watching TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I'm being dead serious.
You like
It's weird.
shut an eye so you can only
Yeah,
see
we-
one of us at each
No,
time.
literally. And
It's like
all
it's
my
like
hand movements and how you like move close to the mic is like exactly the same as like on TikTok.
it's like you want to scroll, but you just can't.
yeah, because you've been going like this all.
Bro, I'm just trying to see some Andrew Tate videos. I'm stuck on this fucking
Get out of the way.
bullshit.
Oh goodness.
You guys don't like Tate, hey? Not a fan?
No comment.
Nah.
I have no idea. I
Not-
literally have no
not-
idea.
You still haven't seen him?
I don't think so.
Really?
How has he not been on your For You page?
Jake?
He probably would have seen it, but I've just gone.
I'll
Yeah,
show you a
that,
photo.
like,
Probably
that's
doesn't
not-
know who he is. Yeah.
it's not cool
I've
enough.
only seen like some clips, and he just seems very kind of like.
Well, the point that you brought up was I brought it up a few times already about how he doesn't have a TikTok account.
Yeah, you
And
told me
then-
this. This is
Oh, is-
actually all from you. Yeah,
So basically, you used my line that I told you on your podcast.
I
There we
should have
go.
credited it. I'll credit you
Shout
next
out.
shout out me on my own buddy. That's,
Show me this guy.
what if I was completely bullshitting you and that's like just not even true?
I saw a
Usually
TikTok about
verified.
it as well that
Yeah,
affirmed this
Okay,
guy.
affirmed.
Obviously, he's less jacked in the videos.
I have seen that guy.
Yeah, he's. I mean, of
No,
course.
he's very distinct because he always wears the sunnies.
Yeah, no, I
He's
have
bald,
seen him.
Right,
Yep.
so you can never have a different haircut, and he's like
He knows what he's doing.
he just looks very distinct.
He looks
So
like a
you-
top G.
He is a top G.
He is a top G.
Are you a big fan?
I wouldn't say I'm a big fan. I just think
That-
it's just funny and I'm here for it. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's like
Yeah.
it's also like
Yeah.
impressive how quickly he blew up.
Very impressive. You have to respect that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the stuff he says is very kind of like either it's like super like, oh yeah, like no shit, or it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I don't know if I
super
said-
like trying to be
His
like I'm the
sparkling water
alpha
thing is-
dude.
His sparkling water thing is complete bullshit.
What is
Yeah.
that?
He's like get all your mates in the room, make them drink, give them a glass of water, and it's gonna be sparkling water, but they're gonna think it's water.
Yeah.
And whoever goes, oh, is that sparkling water? They're not your friend. It's like he doesn't trust people that doesn't like sparkling water.
So I
But
can
that's
Because
just
you're
very,
afraid
like,
of
shittest
bubbles.
thing. You're scared of bubbles, bro. You're scared of
Yeah.
the bubbles.
Yeah.
Is
That's
he
what he-
being
that's what he
serious
says.
or is that like a
You're
bit?
scared of bubbles.
So
That's what he says. He
bad.
doesn't want to be
You're
a friend
scared.
if you're scared of bubbles.
Yeah.
Because it
I'm not
seems
scared of bubbles. I just don't like the taste of fucking.
Yeah, but that's
But
the
also
thing. That's
you're
why I
scared of
picked.
bubbles, bro. You don't
See how we're
have to-
talking about it? It's the comments.
yeah,
See, it's
true.
the
Thousands of
most
comments.
ridiculous thing. Dudes like beefing with water, but
But also if,
It worked, man.
we're
He
fucking
knows.
talking
Yeah.
about
knows
it
what
on
he's
a
doing.
potty.
But if someone
Which isn't too dissimilar to what
Because
we've
he
done
would,
with the polls.
he'd
that
probably
we've
bring
done.
up these conversations and then just see how they go and be like, that went well. I'm gonna post it. I'll talk about this on a show.
he posts everything. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
And like that's why you get some of those videos where it's like, oh no shit.
yeah,
yeah.
But if you watch him like Tate versus gluten-free people, he talks about like, all the ancestors of gluten-free people and how like your ancestors evolved to being able to eat everything. So how are you gluten-free?
Yeah.
Like you
No,
talking
that's
bullshit.
fair.
Like,
I
and like
rate
same
that.
as
you
like,
don't.
But some
lactose
people would-
intolerance,
That's
all of that.
switched on. I think that's a myth.
I
I think
think-
just grow through it, man.
Hey.
If you feel sick after a pizza, fucking have a beer.
Bro, it's consumerism. Hey, it's just like you're gonna pay like more money for gluten-free bread.
I reckon.
It's just.
But some people
Well,
are
you don't reckon
actually
it exists?
celiacs.
Yeah, but celiac wasn't a thing. What 50 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, people
You
just
could-
like getting a bit.
You can
sorry
literally
about
see
it.
Yeah, the
some
way that-
people
Neither
blow
like
up
nut
from it.
allergies.
Yeah. Where have they grown from?
Yeah.
I know nut allergies exist. People die.
People
from that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
like,
think
that's
that's,
not a
just
coinky
natural
dink.
selection at this point. Like, if I get hit by a
natural
car,
selec- it is
I
natural
die.
selection, to be fair.
We shouldn't ban cars.
Yeah, but you're not. There aren't people that could get hit from a car. And live.
Interesting. Interesting. No, it's not. It's definitely
That's
not.
an Andrew Tate take.
Interesting.
Dude, well, I feel like he's so polarized. Like he's on one end of the spectrum, so he's gonna be like a figure anyway, like Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Or
legit.
like,
Oh, he's
you know,
very
he's
similar to
just
Donald
like-
Trump
Yeah.
in the way that he just says shit. And it's just like,
Yeah, say now, think later. Don't
Well,
worry
he has
about
nothing
that.
to lose, so he can say stuff.
what colour's your Bugatti?
What colour's your Bugatti?
Exactly.
All right.
Is that what he
That's
says?
what he says. Because
That's
he has
his
a
main one.
Bugatti and he's like,
He's
I
like,
mean, what
someone
colour's
was like,
yours?
oh, I don't even like the Bugatti. Like, it doesn't look like. He's like, what colour's your Bugatti?
He has like this one really rare one. It's like 1 in 60 in the whole world,
Yeah.
huh? It's like this weird
It's
like
a champagne
brown.
colour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
browny colour.
right.
So nice.
Is that why he's got the champagne?
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
trying to. Yeah, 1 in 60 track fans.
Oh god.
Oh
from,
god.
From Salvin.
Yeah, I've said this before. I think I've said this on our show. Like Andrew Tate is the dumb Gary V.
No. Oh, that's okay. This no
No,
0 points to Gryffindor for that, bro.
really.
Yeah. Fuck all. No.
Why?
Gary Vee is nothing like Andrew Tate. Gary Vee is the ultimate beta male compared to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is like a 6'4" jacked kickboxer.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about psyche.
Intellect.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew Tate actually hates that whole like workaholic preach thing. Like, oh, you're not working hard enough. He's like, because there's a video of Andrew Tate and he'll like talk about how he hates people that like have cold showers. Like, I never have a cold shower in my life. I have hot water. Why would you want to do that? He's like, do you know? But like Gary Vee's like, have a cold shower, like work your whole life,
Oh, okay.
like you're not working hard enough. So I reckon there's
I think there's
so
two ways. I think
but they're appealing to the same
Yeah.
But like the
vibe.
Because I was maybe just like being polarized. But I was
yeah, that's it.
I was driving yesterday to Optus to pick up my brother and my dad from the game.
Yeah.
By the way, the weather.
Shocker.
What the hell was the weather? Anyway, yeah, I'm listening to this. And it's like he's like Gary Vee's like the same as Andrew Tate, and I was literally like, what has he just said? Can't wait for tomorrow. I was like, can't wait for tomorrow.
Damn. No, I reckon.
Not even close.
But then, like, you can't like.
We'll chuck some TikTok and we'll get the comments. We'll find it out.
Hopefully,
for
so
us.
yeah. Andrew
Yeah,
Tate
hopefully.
though, like, he obviously had to work really hard. Like, look at
Yeah.
his physique and how well he did
Well,
in
he trains in
kickboxing.
his sleep.
Fuck off.
How?
Fuck
So
off.
okay.
What lucid dreaming?
Lucid dreaming.
Oh, grow up.
And see, you wouldn't believe in it, but I mean, I feel like they did scientific tests on lucid dreaming people. Could happen. Basically,
yeah, I
if
believe that.
you
How does he
lucid
train?
He thinks about like his muscles. He thinks about like doing bicep curls, and that's how he maintains his figure.
So he doesn't ever
Okay.
work out?
He hardly ever works
Because
out.
the whole thing about muscle growth as well, like your brain's
stimuli.
Yeah,
Your brain stimulus. Yeah.
yeah, your brain sends stuff to the muscle
Yeah.
if it's
So
getting worked
that's
out.
like-
So if it's getting worked out more,
That's like
Then, yeah, that
they do
makes sense.
studies where like if people who do visualization
Yeah.
versus people who don't do visualization, they can perform better at
It's
tasks.
basically like a placebo effect.
Like because
right.
because
Yeah.
yeah, you imagining you doing something is still like triggering the parts of your brain
to prepare you for it.
that you would use when doing the activity.
It's kind of like if you had
Oh,
to
yeah.
lucid dream and think only about like an economics essay, and then the next day you did the economics essay. I feel like you'd be way better off. But
Yeah,
that's
that's
different. That's
fair.
that's not a physical thing. That's a mental thing.
Yeah.
A physical thing like training is that. That's
yeah,
weird.
that's
different.
Yeah, well, that's
because
that's
like if you were
not
to
so crazy.
like
especially-
imagination comes to reality.
Yeah. So he
It's
basically
vastly-
manifested his body.
Can we all just sit for a couple of minutes and just think about the Pies winning the flag yeah, and how we're all going to react when we're at the MCG? Because I think that would really... I mean, if that happens now, you've got one on your hand.
Oh,
If the
God.
Pies win the flag
Yeah.
now, whoo, cooking with gas.
But I mean, there's. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, definitely, maybe.
You guys have an episode where you did all your predictions, right? For Macpack.
we did...
Bro,
Was it,
that's a deep cut. How do you know that?
Listen, guys, I had to do immense research.
You
on
watch
the- on
every
the- on the
single
Macpack
episode.
words.
That was from.
Oh, is
that
this
would have been from the start.
AFL year? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
AFL,
I remember because I predicted Luke Jackson to be the Brownlow medalist.
That was 2 years ago then. We didn't... Did we
No,
never
we
do
did
that?
one this year.
Oh,
No, we
fuck.
did. Yeah, we definitely did.
I would love to relook at that. Maybe we should do that. We're very
No,
good.
I think I legit said Fremantle. Oh, all right, we'll have to check on that.
We're
you remember?
very good at doing stuff.
My
and
first
never-
party is also at the start of the year. My good mate Daniel Delabona also predicted Freo.
Oh no, I predicted Pies. I remember I predicted Pies. That's a
Okay.
good call.
Yeah,
Out of nowhere as well.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Huge. We will have to go through the article. There's a lot of stuff. We get called up a lot on stuff that we've said
Yeah,
we're gonna do or
you just
something.
forget about.
Yeah, and a lot of the times it's like I personally don't listen back to anything that we do, so we say it
But how
all.
can you? You've got too much content to make.
Yeah.
Anyway, like you got to listen to this week's potty.
Well, I don't know, but I don't even do that.
Well, but you were here, so you don't need to.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just a conversation.
That
So
makes
like the
sense.
same way as like we're chatting now.
But you must watch all the potties back because you're editing them.
Nah.
You post it.
Huh?
Like, because you guys have a live. You did live editing while you're
Yeah.
speaking.
Mainly
For the
audio.
audio,
most
yeah.
part,
Oh,
But
for
even
the
with
audio.
him, it's just like syncing stuff up. He doesn't have to go through and
I'll
fact
skim
check it.
through.
I
Yeah.
probably watch the most because I skip
you
through
do
the
the
TikToks.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you ever think when you're recording, oh, this is a clippable moment?
Oh fuck yeah.
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 I just
But
thought of a few
Sometimes
just
you'll
then.
rush it
But
down.
how organic is it? Like, do you think?
Oh no, it's always
So-
organic.
So are you like trying to podcast for the clips?
Oh, never.
No.
No.
Or
No,
we don't
it
even
just
know-
happens?
Sometimes
Our preparation is literally we sit in a room, and then
Yeah,
I'll go.
let's delve into this.
I've got a funny
behind the
story
Macpack
from
body.
work this week, and Riley goes, "Oh, I just got back from Melbourne. I've got something to say about this."
Yep.
Got an everyday hero, and then we just do like a bit of a what a week at the start, which was just like a very brief catch
Yeah.
up. Joe sort of says some shit,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like
Okay.
we've got pads in front of us.
Yeah.
There's maximum 10 words on these pads. It's
Yeah.
just like Riley Melbourne trip, Jake, dude at work bought this. That's
Yeah.
the extent of what we do,
For me, it's like
and then we just let it fly.
just basically stalking the guest and then inviting them on.
yeah, and, then-
Pretty much.
and you've got all the deep cuts.
Yeah.
That's
But I
cool.
think that's where
Because
we
I
find our
feel
best.
like it's rude to invite. Like if I invited you and I didn't know anything about
Oh,
you,
fuck
like,
yeah.
fuck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
it's so bad.
Oh,
We-
yeah.
But also it'd
we
be
wouldn't
weird.
be
Like,
at how
what
long
questions
we
are you
right
going to
now.
ask?
What are we going to
Exactly.
talk about?
Yeah.
Can't talk about Cobra
Literally.
Tate for an hour.
yeah.
Yeah, imagine if you're just like, oh, have you seen this person? We're like,
Nah.
nah, man. Like, could
Yeah,
you give a
exactly. Imagine
fuck?
you guys didn't know who Tate was.
and
And
you
then we
go,
just had to stop the potty and we had to like,
Jake, aren't you a netball enthusiast?
But for-
Not at all.
like, this
We-
one,
we
touch
did-
wood, I won't even edit anything. Like this is just gonna be uncut the whole time.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's a good question.
All
Cut
of
or uncut? That's
But
it.
that,
Yeah, we get that a lot. Actually.
that's the same when we have like a
Uncut
guest
always.
on. We'll do a lot of like due diligence and a lot of
Due diligence.
study
It's a big
with
word.
like
yeah.
yeah, thank you
You,
mate.
you
Oh,
work at
yeah.
PwC, right?
No,
when we
but
do get a guest.
yeah, when we had Brick on, we had like multiple nights of like,
Oh,
what are we going to talk
100%.
about?
But
And we-
also, we've invited them on because we have
Spitfire
an
questions.
interest to begin with. So we have like
Yeah.
a groundwork where we probably didn't even need to do a great deal of
Yeah, we could've just-
research because we
just
know
shoved it.
enough to
That's
just
why when you first
go.
told me, let's do it this Sunday or whenever it was, that day that opened up,
Yeah,
just before I went up north.
3 months ago.
Yeah, like, so long ago, I was like, look, I wouldn't mind, obviously, like, having the Macpack on tomorrow would be sick, but
Got to do the.
it's going to
Yeah,
be a short change
Yeah.
potty. Like, I don't know
yeah
that
no, I
enough
was thinking the
about
same
you guys.
thing. Yeah.
That's fair enough. But that, yeah, I think you need to. Even like we've got a few boys in the pipeline now, and we're waiting on them to
Yeah.
give us a date. But we just like you got to get like
Are
a
you able to tell us?
gauge.
No.
No,
None
we
of it?
never full sell because we're very good like
Yes.
at not going through on shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're
okay.
Yeah, you can't
fantastic
say all
at
this
it.
shit and then be like, just never.
Because like the
happened.
one thing we
Yeah.
announced earlier was that we were going to move studios, and that never happened.
It's been 4 months.
But I feel like people like the studio. It's very, like, everyone knows that that's the Macpack podcast.
Yeah, we want to keep it similar
won't seem a lot,
skin,
yeah.
It's
but
just
like
gonna be in a new location.
yeah, and more productive, I guess. Just the way it runs.
Yeah. So we obviously have to because it's just like we don't have a setup like you where
Pack
it
it up.
seems to.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, oh, this is just
start
like, yeah.
every day.
It's
I've-
always here.
I've got a place at my joint now, so we're just gonna have like a table set ready to go, and then we can just stroll in and stroll out. So that
Yeah.
like this, like you can just sit down whenever you need,
Yeah.
which makes things a bit
All I have to do
easier.
is plug it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically what we're aiming for.
Hell
Which
yeah.
we can do. We just need to find a bit of time to suss that.
Just want everything to be perfect.
And it makes a bit more sense if we get because we've obviously had even when we had like Luke Jackson on. It was a little bit awkward when like the dog's going off and like mum and dad are in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
kitchen.
The
and he
dog's
goes to
dead
walk
now,
all the
so I
way
don't
through.
know
to
why.
And
the
dad
house.
chats a quick little 5-minute chat with him about how he used to work with his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all,
Oh,
we
wow.
all went to the same high school and shit.
Yeah, I
so-
used to play basketball. Like, it's not. It's just like one of the boys when it comes down to it.
But yeah, dad's out the back going, "Oh, I used to with your dad." It's just like, oh,
Oh, cool, yeah.
It's like-
Looks sick, mate. Cheers.
Yeah.
Trying to do a podcast here, seriously.
Basically.
so there's that sort of stuff that plays into it. Where if we can set it up at mine, then we can just walk through the door.
Yeah, the only
upstairs
question
and
they'll
we're
get asked is, "What kind of beer do you like?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're gonna drink them all.
Literally.
You actually do like do a beer segment every potty.
We thought about because we had
Because what segments do you do now? You do the club review,
Yep.
but that's not every potty. That's
We-
some.
no, it's just
Yeah.
whenever we.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
gotta say
was-
it for
I
like
was
when I
supposed
get
to
a good
ask you about
story.
Butterfly 73
Here we go.
because I had the butterfly guy on Sachi.
Yeah.
And he's
Butterfly
How do you pronounce
guy.
his name?
Sachi.
Oh, cool.
He's basically like a promoter for Butterfly.
Yeah, yeah.
But he basically didn't get approached. He basically became a promoter through TikTok.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, check that out on that podcast. We won't
Thanks.
tell too much, but
yeah.
it was a really good episode.
Yeah.
And I liked it because it was 1-on-1.
Yeah.
You guys don't have that kind of luxury where it's only 2 people
No,
and 2
never.
brains and nothing clashes.
Oh,
Yeah.
between the 3 of us, there's probably 2 brains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He's lost. Elon over there's got a computer in his head.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. He wanted to ask you because you guys have
Oh, here we go.
TikTok
Yeah.
about butterfly.
A few, yeah.
So he just wanted your refreshed thoughts on it.
On Butterfly.
Basically.
Have you been back?
Been in once. Saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dapped him up. And I was like, mate, I mean... no, it's
We're
actually...
both TikTok guys.
Yeah, basically. No, it's a very solid club. Obviously, like, don't like the whole you have to be, like, dressed to impress.
Just
Because it's
for-
such a fine line as well. It's like I could wear these shoes in, but I can't wear, like, red versions of these. You know, these Air Force
Or even
Ones.
like
True.
97, so you get kicked out.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
you can't wear Air Maxes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Anything
it doesn't...
Air Max.
And,
Yeah.
like, it's fair enough. Because, like,
97s, 95s.
yeah, and, like, I guess that's
It's a generalization, basically, of people
Yeah.
who wear them.
People who wear.
the stereotype. Yeah, because it's like, I guess that...
Stereotype, yeah.
That's good for it doesn't get as many walk-ins of like rough guys who are just like walking through the
Yeah.
street and it's like, oh, pop in here. But then like I can like I'll go home and I'll come back next week and I'll dress nice and then I'll come in and I won't, but like someone else will be like, oh, now I'm gonna come in because I didn't get let in last time. I'm gonna fucking run loose
Oh, okay.
and do all this crazy
Do you
shit.
reckon?
Because I mean, obviously,
I would
probably
think
not.
like that. No, I would.
But
think
I
like
would be
that.
like a bit. I mean, I'm not like that, but I think
know.
some people would be bigoted by the fact that it's like, no, fuck these guys. They don't let me get in. I'm gonna get in and cause trouble now because
Yeah.
they fucked up my night last week, so I'm gonna fuck up their night tonight.
That's interesting.
I'm not like that,
feel
but
like-
I know
feel
that
like
some
the
people
Seckies
might.
would have you out straight away.
Oh yeah, but
The other thing is you can't actually walk in on Saturdays anymore. It's a
Yeah,
guest
the
list
guest
only
list.
thing.
which is
Oh, what?
So
no,
it's like reserving a table at a
Oh,
restaurant.
right.
yeah,
You must
I don't
call-
like
Maybe
that.
they like the exclusiveness, like the
Yeah.
same way as like you go to a
Yeah.
private golf club, you got to be
Yeah,
wearing
it's
like
basically
nice
like a
shit.
private club.
But it's not that. Like I understand,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's all cool, but it's not that nice
I
inside.
feel like
It's quite small.
cut, well, it's a small club, but it's thin. it's. I think it's actually pretty smart.
And they claim they're a hip hop club.
They are.
I didn't hear much hip hop.
Which day did you go though?
Saturday night.
See, Friday nights is the R&B and
Okay.
hip hop night. Saturday is
Oh.
just regular, like a top
Okay.
40
Might
stuff.
have to be a
That's-
re-go. We might have
That's
to go
that's
again.
my
man.
I
fault
think
then.
we'll
I'll
go
allow that.
together.
Yeah, no. Well, I will
There you go.
go
Get
with.
him on the
We'll go
guest
with
list.
Sachi. We'll all
Yeah,
go.
we'll go. Yeah,
all
we'll get
go.
all the boys going.
Let's
yeah.
do that.
And let's get Nigerian King to come down. Oh, he'll be.
He'll be there anyway.
Yeah, let's
He'll
do
be
it.
there.
You can ask you. He can do the review with you after.
Oh,
what do you
I've-
think?
I've-
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Let's
And
do
we
it.
can do some interviews.
Yeah, I reckon if I go, because I went with work friends
Let's
last
plan
time,
this.
so they're not as lit as like my
'Cause
mates as well. So
We all met.
if you go to the
Well,
right
no,
people,
I met you at the gym.
Yep.
But we met at JMO and Dylan's /
Oh, that's right. Henry
PNC lads.
Summers.
the party.
The party.
Yeah.
But you guys your mate got kicked out.
Did get let in.
No, don't say his name. And that wasn't his name, but don't say his name.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
No, it was a big thing. Yeah, he didn't get let in. He's
To the Aberdeen Hotel.
yeah, he's not allowed into
Which
a
was a
few
really
places.
good event during COVID
It
time.
was good.
So
He did.
pack
He did.
out the Aberdeen Hotel.
He got in as
Yeah.
well. He snuck in through a
Oh,
side door.
Eventually,
Yeah,
eventually, yeah.
That was good. That was a good night.
And then we
Good.
went to Henry.
that was good.
That's where I think I saw you
And
at
then
Henry's.
he was like, "Oh, this is my older brother," and I was like, "Oh, the guy from TikTok,"
That's it.
which I'm sure everyone is like the same.
Everyone always calls you the guy from TikTok. Even when we were at Matter on Friday night.
Yeah, people were saying
No
it
one-
in Melbourne as well.
Yeah. What?
Really?
One,
Noticed it
yeah,
in
one guy specifically, because I was also wearing Macpack merch, and he was like, "Oh," and like tap my shirt, and I was like, "TikTok." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, bro,
Hell yeah.
Leave it at that.
yeah, give me a big kiss," and then walked on. Yeah, what were you saying?
Too funny.
You were
can't
talking,
remember. You get recognised more than anyone.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, but people knew us from TikTok. That's like bigger than
Yeah.
the podcast itself because we get so many more.
Views.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like wildfire on there, man. Goes
Yeah.
off.
Legit.
It's cool. Are you gonna post
Yep.
more stuff? On
When I
TikTok?
get time,
Yeah.
the TikTok will be up and
It'll
running.
be also
fully.
cool.
I don't
because-
know how you're gonna like. Our podcast is obviously a 3-man thing, and we could like get it done. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the amount
Props to
that
ya.
we pump out.
props to you with a 1-man operation.
It just takes longer. That's why it's
Yeah.
like a whole week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But-
Which is probably why we can push out at 1 a week. Like we're at max
Yeah.
capacity. Even if we were like, wait, can
Yeah,
we
even
do
if you
2
think
a
about
week?
it,
It'd be
although-
like, fuck no, not a
Yeah,
chance.
although we don't have a team behind it, we're in and of ourselves a team.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
There's
we
like
me and Joe work full time.
Yeah.
And you basically do
Yeah.
full time hours just on a weird roster.
yeah,
So we're all pretty flat stick in it.
flat out.
But
Well, I have the time because I'm in uni, so it's
Yeah,
like
true.
a bit more time.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to like record as much as I can during uni break.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys are the last potty under double digits because you're like number 9. I'm pretty sure.
what do you mean?
So like next potty will be number 10.
Oh, okay.
You guys will be
right.
like-
Oh, cool.
I thought you were ranking us.
Oh yeah.
No, no.
I was like,
Yeah,
who are
it's
the other
only
8?
You guys are only 9.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
No,
That's
good.
cool.
It's cool. Top 10.
Yeah,
There we
top
go.
10.
But are you going to release them in like this order, or are we going to be sporadically?
It's up to you.
We'll come out at 15.
If
Watch
you, if,
this.
you, if you want to, if you want it out quicker,
Oh, it's up to you,
we can
mate.
do it.
You whatever.
Otherwise,
you
I'll just record it. I'll just do it because I take a photo.
Wait, we might be doing some big stuff in a few months. We'll let you know.
Yeah. So,
Might be
what's
better
coming
to
up with the
post
Macpack
Can't-
that you can say?
No specifics. Well, we've got a lot more guests lined up.
We do. Our next 3 months is probably going to be pretty big. Probably through from we're in at the time of recording, it's middle of July.
Yep.
Probably by the time October finishes, I expect us to be doing quite a bit more.
Quite a bit more stuff. Yeah.
And
A lot of different avenues. A lot of different people.
yeah, I think we've laid a good bed at the moment where we've got enough people sort of interested and involved.
Yeah.
But I imagine the next probably 3 to 6 months will be quite big. By the time we get to Christmas, I reckon we'll look back. Hopefully, we'll look back now and go, "Oh, that was like a bit cute."
Yeah.
Hopefully, but it just comes with
That's good. That's
it
big.
comes with time. It comes with opportunities. You got to just throw the
Yeah.
lines out there and hope that when they come back with fish
That's
on
the
them.
thing. You just got to do a little bit every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. If you just wake up and do 30 minutes towards your potty every day,
yeah.
you're way further than you are if you just do it once a
Because even when we first started, like we're not doing any. I wouldn't say we're trying any harder than when we first did. 18 months ago.
No.
We're just sort of reaping the benefits more because we've done.
because you've done that.
Yeah, we've done the
Yeah.
work. Well, we've done some work
Done-
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your process is so quick now. Like I'm sure you guys have like nailed it. Like,
Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
pretty easy to do.
You know exactly what you're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah.
The first couple ones would have been like, oh.
Yeah.
So you guys started 18 months ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you always knew like one potty a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always the
Yeah.
plan. Friday release was always the plan since episode 1, I think.
Friday 8 a.m. every single
And
day.
it gives us a reason to catch up, which is largely the reason we did it. Like whether one person listens.
So you just stay like close as brothers, basically. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
we've
saying?
Yeah,
always
we
been
didn't
really
catch up.
close.
We were just finding that we were catching up anyway. We might as well record it. We'd had enough.
Because you guys don't live in the same house.
Well, not currently. We did at the
Alright, yeah.
time, but
Okay.
4 months ago I moved out.
Yeah.
And now it's probably even more beneficial that we have these 1 week catch ups because without them, we could easily go a week or two without seeing each other unless we did it.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily catch up because when we all live together, you walk down the hall and he'll tell me something. Walk down the hall, he'll tell me something.
Get me a glass of water.
We're now,
Yeah, it's
unless
like-
I'm there, you can go 2 weeks without
Yeah,
knowing
even
what
like-
happens
even
when he's
the-
in Melbourne.
How
You
the
know what I mean?
yeah, how the podcast like even developed. Even like I just notice it now. It's like I'll go to Jake's house. I'll tell him a story, and then he'll be like, "Oh, Joe told me a funny story. Yeah, I'll ask him about it." And then like Joe will tell me a funny story, and then like we'll be at dinner one night and we'll be discussing like a thing within Skittles or jelly beans, and it's like, wait a minute, this could be a thing.
Which is what we found, especially because we were working at the same place and we'd tell stories and go back and forth. And for the most part, we'd have a small group of people sort of watching us. Felt to me anyway a bit like we were performing. Even we'd go out to pies and we'd just be like doing gags.
Yeah.
And people would be laughing and just being like, "Oh, you guys are like funny." And it would just be so seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
And then it just became, well, fuck it. We might as well
Yeah,
Start a
record it. And it's a
Yeah.
good documentation for us. When
Yeah,
we
I
first
love it.
started, I think you've changed jobs 4 times. I've changed jobs twice. You've changed jobs
Yeah.
since. And a lot of
Well, it's
stuff.
gonna be good to have in like 30 years' time.
Well, he was in high
Can
school
you
when we
imagine?
started. So
Yeah.
he's talking about waste and when he went
Failing
to levers,
waste,
all
yeah.
that sort of shit.
Well, that was like one of your big videos, right, on TikTok, levers.
which one?
They're just like
I
some
hardly remember.
TikToks, like some
Can't remember.
clips.
Yeah, probably from a while ago. Yeah.
And we go back.
'Cause
Like I've
even
told
J-Mo and
stories.
Dylan have a massive, like one of their
Yeah,
most famous
yeah,
TikToks
yeah.
is the levers one. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they were starting up as well.
Yeah.
They were graduated, but I remember it was around the Leavers time, which they were blowing up in my year group.
Do you find it pretty mad? All the TikTok podcasts are all legit in the same suburb.
Weird, hey?
It's weird.
Yeah.
Something in
That's
there.
a good
And the
point.
same gym.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Everyone's
When Riley
everywhere.
comes back and he's just like, "Yeah, I saw like
Chatting to
this
these
select
boys.
group of people," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Where are you?" He goes, "Oh, just all here." Almost like you're
All
congregating around a table doing your own podcast when you're
Yeah.
at the gym.
We should do that. We should do a crossover. Like, next week.
Legit. Yeah, it's funny, hey?
You know
It's
what's actually
definitely-
a good spot to do it would be like actually at Revo at the front desk. It's such
yeah?
it's such a nice desk for like
It is
lots-
good.
Sponsored.
Yeah, it's really nice.
and it's
like,
all white. You got natural light coming in. You got plants.
Stuff for dreams.
I reckon we can make that happen.
Yeah. There's one thing
We
we.
got the Revo owner. He's like Forbes 30 under 30. He's like a 25-year-old millionaire.
Get him on.
Oh really?
Yeah, done really well.
Someone.
I've never
Tate,
seen him.
isn't
Is he?
it? Someone-
Yeah.
Does he work there often?
No, he
He's
no,
over
bro,
there.
he's on a
Yeah.
yacht somewhere.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I hope he's on a yacht somewhere.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one thing. How close are we to finishing?
whenever you want.
I mean, I've got one final thing to say. Do you
I
guys
need to
have-
piss real bad. So do you want me to piss and come back and we can?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
you can do that. Like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, you know how the guest always ducks out.
Yeah,
to the piss?
they do.
Yeah.
I actually need to go as well.
Okay.
I need to do a shit.
Taking
No, I'm
the piss?
joking. I'm joking.
Taking the piss.
You can talk to Jamie
Oh.
while we're going.
Who's Jamie?
Who's Jamie?
From Joe Rogan.
Oh yes.
Jamie pulled that up.
That's
Is that actually a
probably-
thing? Does Joe Rogan leave mid podcast?
No,
No, the
his guests
guest.
always leave
Because
to
they're
take a piss.
in for like 3 hours.
in for the long haul, and Jamie is his dude. That's basically live
Kanye
editing.
never left.
Live editing. It's so good. Just right there. Just there. Yeah.
Kanye never left.
No, but like I'm talking about like the Diaz dude. 3
Cameron Diaz.
3 hours.
Or Joey Diaz.
Joe Diaz.
His mate. Yeah.
He's had him on like 15 times, and they're always over 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
It's crazy.
Shit, yeah. Damn. Do you listen to Joe Rogan much?
Heaps.
Yeah.
That's where I started
But-
like my love for podcasting.
Yeah. I saw the.
Yeah, I've got the Joe. So I'm trying to get my mate who designed my logo. You guys have a logo, kind of, don't you? It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Macpack.
We used to have one, but
Yeah.
we just got it back to the text because we liked it
Prefer
being
that.
simple.
Cleaner.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just everything it needs to say. Macpack.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm trying to get someone to draw inside that, like paint my logo in it.
Oh, cool.
I feel like I like my logo a lot though.
Yeah. It's,
Designed
yeah,
it
it's
one
cool.
afternoon with my mate.
I
from
really-
school.
I really, really like your name. Like I've
The one you think about it a lot.
Yeah,
and then you're
like,
"Oh."
1 in a million. Also, Mil is your name.
Yeah, well, my nickname's Millie.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so
And then it's like, even like you, you made a group chat with all of us, and you called it one in a Macpack, and you literally are one in
In
the
a
Macpack.
Macpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. No, how long did it take you to think about that?
Well, it kind of comes from like I was always thinking, like if I ever wrote a book, what would it be called? You know, and then
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, if I make a potty, you just call it 1 in a million.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I like it.
Oh, it's definitely very good. Yeah, it's a thinker as well because it's like you like obviously you read it and you're like, oh yeah, like it says everything
And
it
it'd be
needs
good
to
for
say.
merch. And the way like
Yeah.
I put like the 1 in like the word million,
Yeah,
I've also seen that. I think I was somewhere. I think it was like a quiz night kind of thing through school.
yeah,
And it was like, you know those like, what are they called? You'd probably know the word. It's basically like a word that you have to guess what it's saying. So like a famous quote. It's like 1 in a million would just be the word million with a 1 inside it, and you have to say what does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be like, that means 1 in a million.
Like an anagram,
Like an
sort
anagram
of
kind of
thing.
thing.
oh yeah,
So just like for like famous sayings.
yeah.
And so I was like, oh, that looks cool. That
That
does
is
look
cool. And it is, you like don't even need the 1 in a. You can literally just have million with 1 in it.
Yeah.
Because that's everything it
easy.
is. Yeah.
But
Freaking
it's
genius.
It's annoying when I'm typing it up and I'm like, why can't I find my potty on Instagram? It's like, oh, that's right, it's 1 in a million. It's like,
yeah.
yeah.
There you
Even
go.
on YouTube, like if someone had to just search up million potty, it won't come up.
Yeah.
Or not yet.
Not yet.
But you need like the proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual name. How was it in the toilet?
Very nice toilet.
Yeah. Thank you.
Impressive. Did you bring your plunger?
What are the tattoos? Is that SpongeBob?
I just got one.
Almost.
Oh, Mr. Bean.
That was a long thing on our
Could you imagine
podcast.
him as a podcast guest? He just wouldn't talk. He'd just be like,
No, Rowan Atkinson actually very intellectual.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how smart you have to be to not say a single word and make millions of dollars.
Oh fucking hell.
Like that dude, Carby Lane, TikTok guy, doesn't say any words.
Carby Lane, I've heard of that.
Most followed dude.
We're
on
still on,
TikTok.
Jake. Grab your mic.
Oh fuck, sorry. Is this all
bad.
going in?
Yeah, we're
I should have taken the microphone to the pisser.
You probably could have reached.
Yeah, it would have reached.
What's his name? Carby Lane.
Yeah, I think Lane's just, I know it's definitely Carby something.
Here we go. Is it Carby or Cardi?
Carby, Khaby. He's most followed dude on TikTok.
Really?
Hmm.
He's not,
You definitely know him once you see him.
He's not popping up on Google.
Let me search it up.
Is it that one of them?
Cardi, bro.
Cardi B.
Guys, if I had to show you what he typed up to find this brother, you'd be like, what? This guy.
I definitely will know him, hey. I'm excited to see
Bro,
that. I love this.
100%
Oh, is he the most followed?
Most followed dude. on
You know this guy,
TikTok.
Jay?
Cool.
Oh yeah, he's elite.
Our uncle joined TikTok and he's like, what, 60? And he
Who's
used to
this
send
guy?
me videos of him.
Yeah.
And like, this is fucking hilarious. Really? Oh, Carby. Oh, bro, you expect me to spell it like that?
Carby.
CKHABILAME.
I suppose that's my ethnicity talking. I know how to spell shit.
Maybe.
You know.
Damn. Nah, he's funny. He's good value. I remember seeing, like, the first time I saw his video, like one of his videos, I was like, fuck, that's funny.
Yeah.
I can't, it was probably like the banana one.
He's just very funny. Everything that he does is very funny.
Yeah.
But he hasn't said a word yet.
Ever.
And we were talking about how like if he does say a word,
No, he better not. I hope he doesn't.
It would go viral.
Oh, yeah. But I think it would also be
That's such a cool niche.
with things,
It's
yeah.
like niche,
And
hey?
with things like that, no matter how his voice sounds and no matter what he says, it's never going to live up to what people
What
want it
people
to.
want it to be.
So it's just going to be
It's
like,
true.
it'll be one of those things where it's like a,
The thing is that he's missing out on podcasts.
yeah, but I think he's
Imagine
doing
the
alright.
bag he
I
could
think,
make.
I mean, you'd only get paid on like the big ones. Like, do you reckon I'm obviously full send pay?
Full send is interesting. I don't know what their business model would be. I think it'd be step by step. They
Like,
had
how
a
much would-
UFC fighter on, and I think Dana White plugs a lot of the people to come on. So they're not paying. Can you just check if that's recording, by the way?
Classic.
Fuck, that's a nervous. What minute are we at?
Yeah, we've been going for
1 hour 56.
Oh Jesus!
Holy shit.
That's flown,
I'm
man.
telling you, this little incubator that we have here is like a spaceship, and time goes way quicker than it should.
That's sick.
Space time
The
continuum.
longest one we've had is 2 hours 12 minutes.
Alright, let's go for that.
Well,
Bro,
the
good.
way you tell stories, we're a fair chance to.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's got like this like weird pause thing that he does, but it's like it's very suits him.
Who, him?
Yeah, when he tells stories.
Yeah.
Comedic, yeah.
So
It's
he
like,
can
it's like he has to think about. It's like he's making up the story as he goes.
so he can cut for the
He
TikToks.
probably does.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's because I mean, when I tell a story,
Exposing.
when I tell a story, I picture it in my head, like I visualize me being there, like I'm a part of it. I'm kind of looking as like a third person. So that's probably why. You know, I'm watching the stuff happen in my head as I'm telling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what's your story then?
I don't have a story.
You said I'm going to
You've
tell
got
a
a
story,
final.
and then
Oh no, I was just gonna say something about the Macpack. I didn't know it wasn't gonna be a story.
It wasn't like a huge. Story.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, you made me nervous then.
Just checking. Just checking.
SD
No, 'cause
customer.
last
Do you want to
time-
wrap it up soon? Oh, like,
No, I've got time. Sunday afternoon.
yeah.
Beers are flowing.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
All right, go your story.
I don't have a story. I literally just told you that.
Well, what were you gonna say?
I think it's a good thing to end the podcast on.
Oh, that's what you
It
were
was
going
we
to
were
say.
just talking about Macpack stuff, and I had something to close it, but then we're still going, so I thought maybe I'll close it at the end,
All right.
as you do close.
What's the
things.
story?
It's
Go on.
not a
It's
story.
not a story.
No, we'll let him.
12
we'll,
times
we'll,
said that.
We'll,
Yeah,
let
we'll-
him. We'll let him tell it at the end.
It's kind of like more like a moral that it's like a moral within
yeah.
us.
So it's good to like close on.
Yeah, he's just got like a
It's
statement.
a Macpack moral,
A
which we
vibe.
always talk about. And I just wanted to. I thought it was coming to. It felt like this conversation was
okay.
coming to a close. So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go with this. Can I get affirmation from the
Yeah.
host to end it?" And then you were like, "I
Oh.
need to pee. Can I go pee real quick?" And then we'll come back and you tell a 50-minute story.
Oh,
Okay.
And now
But
we're here.
what
Oh, so it was only going to be quick.
yeah.
Yeah,
What I do want to know though is
Yeah.
hate comments.
Oh, we get plenty.
How many of the
You just call them comments, man.
we
We
call
just
them
call them
comments.
Comments.
Yeah. Okay. Far out.
You make it sound like you get other comments.
No, well, I mean, the one that's the most brutal one is not everyone should start a podcast.
It's fucking
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
That one hurts. Hey,
It's a
That's
classic.
gotta
We
hurt.
should start dropping them on other people's podcasts.
Jeez, no.
That's just
Yeah.
like the rudest thing you could ever
So
do.
rude. So
That is rude.
hey. There's some funny potties out there. Like,
There are.
Yeah.
They're one of the those funny boys ones.
They're fucking hilarious.
Oh
I reckon
my
theirs is
god.
one of the
Yeah,
best.
do you know the
not financial.
not
but-
financial
That's you guys
vodka?
talking about. You guys talking about last.
Yeah,
thing,
have you
not
seen
that?
them?
No, but I feel like it's up
No.
my alley.
Watch them.
For sure.
It's
They're-
so when we finish recording, we'll show you.
I think like half of it is sad, like because they
I think
get
Satire, of course.
they get a
has to.
lot of hate comments,
No,
so
but
they
they-
take the satire ironic
they
side of
used
that.
to be serious, I think.
But now
And
they
then
have a
they
bit
got
more fun
so
with it.
much like they like copped it because basically they're like
So
all
they pivoted basically.
yeah,
They're
they're
in
all
school
in
still.
like a high school and they talk
Still.
about like Bitcoin and
Okay.
NFTs and,
And
the
cattle.
blockchain
Yeah.
and cattle.
I had one of those.
It's all just about investing, but they like don't really know anything.
Yeah.
And all the comments were like,
But they still know, like, they know a lot more than me.
yeah,
Like, they're smart. Like, I don't know how much. Well, no one knows how much. I mean, I've never actually listened to a full episode.
yeah, neither.
But
But now
I
they
think they're
do. Now they
fucking
play
hilarious.
into it a bit. So
Yeah.
like they'll do stuff where like they'll have two mics, and like he'll be like holding one mic out here.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
like one time they commented on they had like biscuits on the table.
Yeah.
So now they always have tons of like Arnott's biscuits.
Yeah, like they know that.
They're like
they're
more self-aware now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're funny.
And I think the best. Yeah, they're having fun with it, which is really good.
That's all that matters.
Everyone's having fun with it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Do you not feel like it's kind of like if you go for a run or you go to the gym or after you record a potty, the kind of way you feel, like you
Yeah.
feel energized or like
Yeah, and
happy.
I think it's good. Like I'm not one to say don't do something just because people tell you not to do it. If you enjoy doing
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
It's
do
like,
it.
and if someone doesn't want to listen, like okay,
That's fine. Don't
cool.
listen.
don't listen.
Doesn't have any bearing on my life.
That's it. Yeah, no, we get some comments, but they're not really like hate. I mean, obviously you get this few that are like,
We don't get those ones anymore. They're like, don't start a podcast. I
yeah.
think
No, we
we
get
did start early enough in the piece where it wasn't as
Yeah.
probably prominent on TikTok.
yeah.
I definitely see a lot more podcasts on TikTok now, probably even the last month than I saw
Yeah.
in the first 6 months of us being on.
Yeah. No, we do get a lot
Do
of
you think
comments.
that's because you're a podcaster, so it's just on your For You page,
Yeah.
or
No, there's just
Something
there is
can
actually a
happen.
lot
There is
more
a
out.
lot
Like
more
even
parties.
I've been asked to go places and teach people on how to do podcasts.
really?
Yeah, which is like
I
not.
feel like that shouldn't be a thing.
No-
How to do a potty.
Yeah, you can't really teach.
You can't
Well,
really
they just want to
teach
know your tip. They just want to go, oh, like, what did you struggle with to start? How can you set it up? Where do you like?
because
host?
I
All
asked
this
you
sort
guys
of
like
shit.
what equipment you use.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
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 But like, we're happy to help. We've helped
Yeah.
a handful of people,
Yeah.
and we're not coming from a.
And you guys helped like Body Magic and stuff, right? As well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here to
to
start
set
with a
up.
fair few questions, which
Yeah.
we've been happy to help. But it just comes from a place of like, fuck, if you want to do it, just do it.
Yeah, the best way to do it is to fail at the start. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we're still failing a lot,
Just do
but
it.
like 2 months.
Yeah, obviously.
No, but it's like the only way to do it is literally just to. Everyone says it just to start. Like, there's no shame
There's no
in
end
start.
goal
No shame in
either.
being bad
like,
at the start.
it's not like
Yeah.
you can't validate what success and what failure is.
True.
We sit and just chat.
It's like what's your
If no one listened, I'd still be enjoying
same
myself.
as me, because if you think about it, right, your whole goal is to like be close as brothers and catch up.
Yeah.
So whether you do it recorded or unrecorded,
Yeah.
it doesn't change you,
Yeah.
right? And so you're happy to do it, and you're still getting something out of it. Like it's worth your time, right?
Yeah.
And we share it. So
Exactly.
we could record it and just keep that on the computer and never show anyone.
Yeah.
And I'd probably still have just as much fun doing it as if we were to share it. But
Yeah.
it's when people message us and go, that was actually really funny, or
That's
like,
what you
I'm
do
going
it
through a
for.
tough period
Yeah.
and this really got me out of that.
Yeah.
We've had dudes who live a line and they don't really, or people who've gone through COVID and they've just listened to heaps of our episodes and they'll just flick us a message and go, hey, cheers for like
Thank you.
doing that.
Yeah.
You didn't do it for me, but I was a beneficiary of it.
Yeah, like we get a
That's
lot.
sick.
We get like frequent comments now that are like, "This podcast is so funny," and it's like, even that, it's just like, oh, like, thanks, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a really like. It's
Yeah.
a very simple thing to say, but you've said it. And
Yeah.
it's like,
And then
oh,
we'll
cheers,
just
man.
reply and sort of send them the link to the merch.
Yeah, you want to put that into brackets?
Macpack.com.au.
Legit. Yeah.
How do you kind of plan to get like more views on YouTube compared to TikTok? Like, do you find that's something you're trying to do, or
I think like obviously people try to play into the algorithm of YouTube, and like obviously there is an algorithm on YouTube
yeah,
with like but with like interactions and stuff. But I think like obviously TikTok is the most beneficial of that. So I think just pumping on TikTok is the only real way to
grow?
yeah. Like there's always like an essence of like obviously I think overall quality of the product is what matters the most. And then like people who like I'd prefer to have 500 listeners that love the show than 50,000 that listen casually or like once every
100%. You want like a
Yeah.
strong fan base.
yeah. Like I listen to like some podcasts weekly, and I listen to Impulsive once every now and then.
yeah.
And I'm like
Same as
I'm
me.
much more of a fan of the ones I listen to weekly, even though they might not be as big
That's big.
as the
Yeah.
other guys.
I think
yeah.
that's probably the most rewarding thing for mine is when we see how many people listen
Yeah, on the
even
day.
before we wake up. Like you can just jump on my way to work. I'm like, oh, shit, we've already had like this many number of listens. It's just like, okay, well,
and
this is
you guys
obviously
can
part
check
of
like the average viewing time as well, so you know how long. people
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
But it's also embedded in this. This seems to be part of at least a subsect of the populations. They wake up on Friday and this is what they do. And I know that I'm the same. On Monday, I listen to a certain podcast because it comes out on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to be even considered in people's routine.
Yeah, that is a nice thing, I suppose.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's probably more so
Yeah.
what I get a kick out of.
Yeah, and like even my mates talk about it, and they're like, good one today. And like, I wouldn't even know they listen, but they're, like we're at a prees and they're like, fucking, that was a funny story you told yesterday. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like, yeah.
It was like your story about your Instagram followers. Was that last potty? The potty
Yeah.
before?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you got 1,004 right now. I just
Oh, yeah, you
I
just
checked. I
checked.
checked. Nah, I did a bit of maths, right? Not as good as you at maths, but I did a little bit of maths. If you unfollow him, if I unfollow him, and both our potty accounts unfollow
He's
him,
back
Hey,
on
hey,
that.
He's
hey,
back at
I don't like where this is
999.
going.
We can make this happen.
We can make it happen at the end. Let my phone stop recording first.
Hopefully it hasn't. But yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's wise when you're doing anything off the top. Like you need to have a core purpose and a value for why you're going to do it. If you're looking at extrinsics before you've even done anything, I think you're just doomed for failure. If we
Yeah.
said 18 months ago, we want this number of listens by now, I think I don't know that we'd necessarily be
It's all about the journey.
disappointed.
Hey? It's not even about like the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if that's what you're
Definitely.
focusing on, you're not doing it out of the good. Where when you're probably doing stuff, I think you mentioned earlier,
For
like,
wrong
do we
reason.
do content specifically that will do well
Yeah.
on TikTok? No, it couldn't be further from the truth. I think you tell a story because it's relevant to you and you go, the boys will fucking love this.
Yeah.
If he starts talking about shit that we're not interested in, it's
You
not going to
start
make
boring,
a fucking funny video. We're going to hate the
True.
process.
Yeah.
So why do it?
So I suppose that brings us to another question. Like, when would the potty ever end? Like this.
Well, that's
when
another
do you
thing, like,
see it
there's-
ending.
There doesn't seem to be an end in sight either. Like,
Yeah, because
it's
Yeah.
documenting our
Your
life,
life.
and it's something that we can, even in 5 years' time, if we're still doing it, we can look back. And Riley will then be my age when we
Yeah.
first started. And it's just like, oh, these are the shits we were doing at that time.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Our
with
life
yours,
will
like,
change. I imagine.
the way it works, you guys could probably do it your whole life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's
Like,
just
genuinely.
we'll
we're
just
not-
catch up over a couple of
'Cause
beers.
it's just like a catch up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not depending on anything other than the three of us being there.
And if we get guests, it's fantastic. But I think because we've only ever placed them in sparingly, we know that this core
Yeah.
works, and we can always organise this. We never have a thing where it's just like, oh, this person isn't available for 3 or 4
Yeah.
weeks, so we just can't do
Can't do it.
anything. It's just like, yeah, sick, you can join us. And even,
That's kind of like the only problem I have with mine is
Yeah.
like
yeah,
getting guests every time.
and we never wanted, we thought we'd be hamstrung enough just by organising the 3 of our
But that's
schedules.
why mine are like released more sparingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I get to December this year and I have like 15, 20, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's even better because like you don't want to release one every week if it's not going to be of quality. Like you'd
Exactly.
prefer to release
100%.
20
And they're
of
long as
good
well.
quality.
Yeah.
This is like what?
You could do 2-parters, mate.
2 hours and 8 minutes.
You could do 2-parters and make it easy.
But I feel like what's the point of like a 2-part potty?
Yeah, that's fair. We've done
Was
2
we
parts.
done a
Jackson
few.
want
We've
2
had
parts for a reason or not really?
The main reason why we do it is like we aim to get them all around 50 minutes. So having one that
Okay.
goes for 2 hours is kind of
Because
like
it's part of people's routine, so you're
Yeah.
being mindful of people's
Yeah.
routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
that
also
makes a
it
lot
is
of sense.
handy to, especially with guests. I feel like a lot of the times
There's
we'll do a lot
involvement.
more work.
Yeah.
Getting it ready and like
Yeah.
all the prep. So it's kind of good to then go, okay, and then we've got a week of a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
To
And then we go
reorganise
back
and go
in.
again.
Yeah.
Because we'll often probably even forward do it. So we've actually done, let's say, for example, we got a guest on tomorrow. We'd do this week's episode today
Yeah.
and then do their episode so that we could work for it
Okay.
rather than do like their episode and then. So we basically front load and do 2 episodes early rather than going their episode and then we'll jam in another episode after. Do you get what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like we'll record 2
A
at a
normal
similar
one.
time and then have them spaced out. Well, it's kind of like that, but like spaced out within 2 weeks.
Okay.
So that we can do more work for the guest because in essence there's probably more that goes into doing a guest
A guest
episode.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that
I
way we
think
can
we
sort of leverage.
articulated that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind
Relatively.
of understand.
Basically, it's easier to do like the 3 of us.
Yeah.
So we prefer to do one of them and then do a guest in close symmetry rather than doing a guest and then
Yeah.
one of ours again.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah.
break that we take. We don't necessarily take a break because we
Yeah.
go, oh, fuck it, I don't want to talk to you this week. We're probably catching up just as frequently. But the guest one takes longer to produce, so that we put more time into that.
Yeah, because of course.
Yeah.
And plus they're longer. They're always going to be longer.
Hopefully, anyway.
Yeah.
If they're coming in for a chat, we'd prefer them to.
Have a chat.
We don't want to invite them back, in a couple months' time and redo it,
Yeah, we like
or
to
do another
Yeah.
version. If we can get them in a seating, and like Luke, for example, was incredibly generous.
Yeah.
Gave us 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're not then going to invite him back and go, all right, would you want to do another hour now? Like, we'll just milk
Yeah.
that for what it's worth, and then we can be done with it.
And we like literally write down kind of every idea we have, and then we bulk it into like subsections, and then we make sure we touch on everything that's like important.
Yeah.
And even though like we might miss one or two things, then it's like you're in the shower later and you're like, fuck, I didn't ask him about that.
That's the worst.
But it doesn't
You
matter because
always
you also
have
had
the
2
worst.
hours of content
True.
that you ask him good questions as well, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. I think I'm going to branch out into like professors,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like psychologists and that kind of thing.
Sick.
So I can like bring them on like again, if that makes sense. So I
Yeah.
can like have repeated guests
Yeah, cool.
because we could do that like a series with a certain guest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And I
makes
think
sense.
I think it's also good getting someone who like what they're
loves speaking.
talking about is interesting rather
Yeah.
than like
100%.
they are
About
interesting. You know
them.
what I mean?
Yeah.
The first episode of Impulsive was with a quote unquote sexpert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like even
Yeah.
that they started flying colours with like, all right, let's get someone who's like, this is obviously going to get a lot of clicks. Logan Paul
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about sex, and then also like this is an intellectual discussion.
Yeah.
It's going to be of value, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I reckon.
Yeah.
But how nice would it be to have a Jamie in the studio?
Yeah.
I've had mates.
Doing your grunt work.
I've had
Yeah.
I've had mates tell me that they want to do that for us.
Oh, pull that up.
Do it, 100%.
Yeah.
Do it.
They've just gone, yeah, I'll happily sit. I've got 2 of them. who
No,
have been
I had a
like-
mate that texted me. He's like, "Can I sit there, like right there in that chair there, just
Yeah.
watch?" And I was like, "You have to be quiet for 2 hours." It's like, "Yeah, I know, that's fine." I was like, "It's probably gonna be 2 hours." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." I was like, "You can't go on your phone, or you can go on your phone, but you can't make any noise."
Yeah.
Can't
Shut the
do
fuck
anything.
up.
Because
gotta be
Impulsive
involved.
is in front of a live audience. Not a live audience, but there's like 6 people.
Yeah,
on
they
the
have a
other
lot
side
of,
the
they have a big
camera,
production
Mm.
team.
and they're just like watching, and like Jake Paul will be there for most of them,
Yeah.
and his mum's like watching, his dad's watching.
And I don't like things like that are okay because you also have a lot of like there's a lot of brains going on behind the production if someone
Yeah.
misses something. But then like I really dislike when people talk to people off mic.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Because like you can't, I don't know, it really ruins the illusion of a included discussion.
Yeah,
you
but
miss
even-
you're missing lines which they can hear, and it's like, you know, I'm missing. We were having a chat. I wasn't speaking because I'm listening, but like I'm not in it anymore.
Yeah, but even like Jamie on Joe Rogan, he's mic'd up.
Yeah,
he is.
like and on H3, his producer's mic'd up.
And then like in podcasts when they do like live, if they do like a live episode, like the good ones will be like ask a question
And someone has a mic.
and then repeat it. Yeah, either they have a mic or you
Yeah.
just repeat it. Like
Yeah,
you gotta be really aware of what like the audience is actually hearing.
yeah. You really got to hold on to your audience because they're not. You could take them 5 seconds and they'll stop listening and they'll click off. You know, you got to make sure that they're
Yeah.
included in the experience. Make sure that they're giggling. Make
true.
sure they're learning. You know, it's a big. It's hard to keep an audience listening. Even on like TikTok is like, if you're not entertained in the first 3
TikTok is
seconds, you're
what
gone.
made people like,
Yeah,
lose their attention span in the
Literally.
first place. So it's
And
like
it
yeah.
sucks, but it's like I even noticed as a fucking like a not even a creator on the app. I guess it's like I'm scrolling through and I'm like, nah, and it's like I'm my worst enemy.
yeah,
I'll like, watch the whole video because there's probably good value in
there
it.
is because no one's gonna post anything that's not good value.
Some people,
Well, I mean, it
but
depends, but
majority,
to them,
yeah.
they
I mean, if they're on my
feel
For You page,
Yeah.
they're probably all of somewhat good
Some
value.
value.
Yeah,
Which is why I probably find it's a little bit interesting. It's 2 completely different target markets as well. People who use TikTok
yeah.
versus people who listen to a podcast.
podcast.
They're
And
vastly
They
different.
couldn't be any different.
Yeah.
No.
'Cause,
Any
like,
different.
You were literally watching short visual clips and then long
Long
audio.
form.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no Venn diagram where those things link up.
No.
And I find a lot of even like our stories and stuff are better suited for like the 10-minute segment
Yeah.
yeah,
rather than a 1-minute story of primarily when we do come up, it'll be the one person talking
yeah,
and not a lot of like back and forth.
And that's why I think we reward the listeners more so than TikTokers, because we do a 50-minute episode. The things that you say in the last 5 minutes often relate to the things we said in the first 5.
Yeah.
And if you're paying attention, like that's where we get probably most of our laughs.
Like
is when
callbacks and stuff.
one of us is able to call back to a story that happened that week or even the week
Yeah.
before. If you're watching on TikTok,
You're not going to get that
Yeah.
value.
the relevance isn't necessarily there.
Like you're getting a kick, but like the kick of actually listening to a good valued show all the way through is like way
It's
harder.
like watching a movie or watching like
Yeah.
The trailer or
clips of the movie.
something.
Or the trailer, yeah. Well,
It's
like,
where good comedians are very
Yeah.
good at building that whole arc.
Yeah.
So the last
exactly.
the last story. It's with some of the best ones we've seen. Ross Noble, for example.
Yeah.
It's fantastic at making the first line of his gig match incredibly well with the last line of his gig.
yeah.
He takes you on a 2-hour journey and you end up at the same place. But
It's
there
not
are
art.
and
yeah.
there's jokes. Mate, everyone's laughing throughout.
Yeah.
But the biggest laugh comes
At the end.
when it's full reward.
When
the
you were
music comes
listening the
back
whole
on and you go,
time.
oh, this is
Yeah.
fucking
Because once you get
well
that,
done. Like,
once you
well
get
done is better than a laugh.
the
in my
laugh with
opinion.
a laugh with an is like
Yeah.
Is better than just a laugh.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's not just hitting you laughing, it's in your brain and your
thinking
heart.
as
And
well.
like
You've actually
your
gotten
gut.
has a
Yeah.
fantastic job. You've
Yeah.
done.
So you guys would have been chuffed when the 3-minute TikTok came out.
Yeah.
The
Fucking
possibility
no.
for
Yeah.
it. You were like,
Yeah.
that's a lot better.
Once
Yeah.
we get the
Definitely
50-minute
helps us.
TikTok, the world will be our oyster.
And we're cooking.
Yeah, well, I reckon it could be extended to 5 minutes.
I think it's like 10.
Yeah, I feel
I've seen
like-
some
I
10
feel like
minutes.
Occasionally,
Like
The
some Britain's
Trevor
Got
Noah-
Talent
the
10
Trevor
minute
Noah one
ones.
that I sent you the other day was easily 5 minutes. Like
Yeah.
I got about 2 minutes through and I was like, the bar hasn't even fucking moved.
Yeah, no,
I've seen.
They're getting long.
Occasionally, I'll see one that goes for ages, but I think there's also people who comment on those ones and be like, how did you do this? Like,
Yeah, I think
on
it's
my
only
account,
open-
I can't
That's
make
like
videos this long.
yeah, that's like when they rolled out the
Oh,
TikTok
wow.
subtitles. They only rolled it out to some users sporadically.
It's like they beta test.
Yeah, it's also,
Or
it's like a
you get,
beta.
rewarded for how many followers and views you have, so now they let
that's
you post
also-
that shit. Because imagine you
Yeah.
gave some like spud with like 2 followers
It's us.
Yeah.
the ability to post a 5-minute TikTok and it's just complete random
Yeah.
shit.
That's it.
Like some bad things could be posted as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah,
Yes.
2 hours and 17 minutes, so it's
Oh, we've
The
done
longest.
it.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
right, wrap it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, and I think this is something that obviously we just touched on it a little bit earlier before, but like a big, like kind of like a mantra or like something that we as the Backpack voice said is like
This will be good. I hope it's something we've said. Imagine if it's something we've never said
Yeah.
before.
It's
I was
always-
like, I vehemently disagree with that.
He's going with it.
it's on D's nuts. No, no. Like we've always said from the start, it's like as long as you're having fun, that's what
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we touched on
And
that
100%.
earlier, but yeah,
Yeah, we
I think
did.
that's with anything, especially anything that I do. Is, are we having fun yet? Is the question that I often ask. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
unless we're having fun, why the fuck
And-
are we doing it?
yeah,
Yeah, and I think like also it's like trying to get external validation from like likes or like
Yeah.
followers or listeners or whatever.
that doesn't.
That's and also you don't really have much say in that.
No.
But in
Control
terms
you
of
can
getting
control.
intrinsic value, of like we're enjoying it, like
yeah.
that's all we can really do at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
100%. When we sit around in, I don't know, 20 years' time and say if it's finished up by then, are we going to look at each other and go, oh, remember what Sally McGilly said in 2022 about us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
Fuck
she said
no. Like,
you
who
said
gives a
die and don't
shit?
start a podcast.
Like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck?
It's like the
If instead we go, oh, remember that funny like magnet story that you told that
Yeah.
ended up seeing Joe and I at the front interviewing random people? That's like,
Yeah.
that's it.
that's the memories.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
it's
what
like-
people say. It's what we get up to.
Well, this is like peak meta podcasting right
Is
now.
it?
Like how we talked about at the start. I've done just what your comedian's done.
Yeah. Bravo.
We've gone.
We've just done another full circle
Yeah.
within that.
There you
I
go.
like it.
A laugh with an oh, hey.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a good place to end it.
100%. No, it's been good, boys. I got to thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us, man.
So
It's been
much
good
fun.
fun.
I hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed it.
We don't get to have any chats like this. We normally just do like dick
It's your-
jokes.
Yeah.
It's your first time coming onto another podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do
Yeah,
it
you have to think about
Joe's
that.
doing a
Yeah.
few side
He's on
gigs.
his lucid dreaming podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Joe's been on the not financial podcast. He's
I want to get on that shit.
Is that based in Australia or?
It
Oh,
is-
yeah.
I think they're
Over
over
east,
east.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna fly him in.
Fucking oath.
No, you fly out to them. They're
Yeah.
big. They're big boys. Come on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. No, too good and too easy.
Always a pleasure.